outfit coming into studio this morning. I might just burst into tears when I see them. Likewise, when I consider those bad choices that I was talking about. So I'm going to hand over to someone who makes all the right choices, and thankfully she's at the helm this morning. Zanele, please, no more weddings. We need to keep things calm. How are you, my friend? How are you feeling about this Tuesday?
Oh, good morning, my beautiful Graham. I am feeling absolutely incredible. I am so happy to be back. I missed you guys so much last week, but thank you for the warm welcome. And Zanzi, welcome to you. Welcome to the most incredible morning. Why? Because we're together. Each and every morning we are together is exactly that. And I'm so excited for everything we're going to be getting into. But my Graham, are you feeling good? Are you within? Are you ready for what's to come?
I am. It has been the most amazing build-up to get to this point. The last few weeks, I think, coming through Women's Month, absolutely amazing. Heritage Month, we are being treated to such incredible guests and content at the moment. If we are feeling this inspired, hopefully you guys at home are feeling that same kind of energy. We need a little extra kickstart to get us going. So we've got you covered. We're in your corner for the next 3 hours. You can see Zanele looks impassioned, empowered, and absolutely gorgeous, and she's got you very safely in those hands. And of course, to help us bring some maturity and sanity to the space, we've got Carissa at the helm right now to take us through those news headlines, and I'll delve into the sport.
Well, thank you so much, Graham. Hello, Zanele, and hello to you, Mzansi. Thank you so much for choosing us this morning. It is a gorgeous Tuesday, so let's get us started on the first hour of the show with your national news headlines. Now, in South Africa, the financial markets have outperformed expectations, with the JSE hitting record highs and the rand gaining despite looming U.S. tariffs of 30% on exports. Yet growth remains stuck at about 1% for a decade, leaving uncertainty despite reform pledges from the coalition government. Now, inflation fell to its lowest long-term expectation on record, raising hopes for relief. The Reserve Bank's Monetary Policy Committee announces its decision Thursday after July's repo rate cut to 7% sparked predictions of further, though unlikely, reductions. In other news in the country, moving over to Johannesburg, Mayor Dada Morero says teams are working around the clock to address water supply disruptions caused by pipe leaks and illegal connections. Speaking after protests in Westbury and Coronationville, he said that the city is burdened by aging asbestos pipes that often burst, wasting clean water. Now, replacement programs and pressure valve upgrades are underway to stabilize supply. While illegal connections further strain the system, Morero insists interventions are being prioritized to restore reliable water services to several affected communities. Now let's take a look further afield at your international news making headlines. In Burkina Faso, who have scrapped visa fees for all African travelers, aiming to boost tourism, investment and regional ties. Now the cabinet decision, led by military ruler Captain Ibrahim Traoré, aligns with the African Union's goal of free continental movement. Officials say the move will attract visitors and strengthen economic links with neighbors. Now, popular among young Africans, Traoré has criticized colonial influence while battling insurgency at home. Burkina Faso, with Mali and Niger, has also formed a joint task force to counter security threats. Meanwhile, rising tensions played out this week as the United States, South Korea and Japan launched joint naval and air drills in the region, signaling unity against North Korean threats and growing Chinese influence. Now, almost simultaneously, Russia and Belarus staged their own large-scale military exercises, showcasing firepower near NATO's eastern flank. While both sides describe the maneuvers as defensive, analysts warn the dueling drills highlight deepening global divides, with Asia and Europe increasingly pulled into rival security blocks. Closing off here, touching down with the Emmy Awards that sparkled with milestone moments, from cash awards donated to charities for short speeches to history-making wins and heartfelt thank yous. Noah Weil finally won his first Emmy for The Pit 26 years after his last nomination, with the show taking Outstanding Drama Series. Now, history was made as 15-year-old Owen Cooper became the youngest ever Emmy winner for his role in Adolescence, the drama about a 13-year-old boy accused of murder, with adolescence dominating the miniseries category. Now, Tremel Tillman etched his name in the record books as the first black actor to win supporting actor in a drama for Severance, while Stephen Colbert's The Late Night triumphed despite its sudden cancellation. Now, the night proved that television still thrives on surprise, resilience, and definitely joy. And we'll be sure to bring you all of the above as we get into the next 3 hours. But that's where we leave your news for now. Let's get into some sports.
Well, very much in the spirit of, let's start with golf, and a little surprise for all the golfing fans in South Africa. Norwegian star Victor Hovland will make his first South African appearance at the Nedbank Golf Challenge. That's from the 4th to the 7th of December this year at the famed Gary Player Country Club. So the world number 11 and 2023 FedEx Cup champion owns 11 worldwide titles, including this year's Valspar Championship. And he was, of course, a part of Europe's historic Ryder Cup victory in Rome. So comes with some muscle. Now let's get into athletics. And Armand Mondo Duplantis, he soared to yet again a new world pole vault record of 6.3 meters in Tokyo, thrilling a 50,000 strong crowd as he defended his world title, and of course added the drama as well. The US-born Swede, who won Olympic gold in the same stadium in 2021 behind closed doors, you might remember, credited the electric atmosphere for his 14th career world record. And of course he had his camp around him to help create that suspense and drama. Incredible. Now we stay with athletics as Canada's Olympic champion Cameron Rogers stormed to her second world hammer title with a massive 80.51 meter throw. Now, of course, in Tokyo as well, making her the second longest thrower in history. The 26-year-old dominated the final with remarkable consistency as well, finishing ahead of China's Zhao Ji and teenage star Zhang Jiale. Now we get into football, and Jamie Vardy's Serie A debut ended in frustration, sadly, as Cremonese were held to their first goalless draw with Verona in nearly 40 years. The 38-year-old came on in the 58th minute, but couldn't find that breakthrough. Verona wasted some chances as well, while their draw lifted newly promoted Cremonese to third on the log already, with Verona stacked down in 16th on 2 points. Vardy's going to need to show up this season. But that's where we leave our sporting highlights for now. We'll touch on our news again in around 7 o'clock. Let's get into the weather.
Well, thank you so much, G-Man. Let's see what the weather is saying. In the South African Weather Service, who have issued a level 4 warning for damaging winds along the coast between Plettenberg Bay and Algoa Bay, with risks including port disruption, hazardous sea navigation, dangerous driving conditions, as well as power outages and runaway fires. Now, additional alerts include level 2 warnings for damaging winds between Cape Point and Port Alfred, as well as damaging waves from Cape Point to Port Edward. Interior regions face yellow level 1 winds, while extremely high fire danger is expected over the northern and northeastern parts of the country, alongside scorching heat in the low veld of Mpumalanga. All right, all those weather warnings lead us into the sunrise view of the hour, just to temper the mood a little bit. And this one is Dave out in Durban. Wow, Dave, I know for a fact that you woke up super early in order to show us what Raul calls the pre-burn of the sky. The sun just meeting the horizon there, casting beautiful colors into what is going to be a gorgeous day. Let me tell you that you can expect 25 degrees on your side out in Durbs today. And we wish you nothing but a stunningly beautiful day ahead, Dave. Thank you so much for thinking about us when you opened your eyes this morning. And if you did too, and you're joining us today, 0630369649. That is where you share your morning views with us. But now, though, let's get into your temperatures for the rest of this Tuesday. Oh my goodness. You know when it's -2 in Sutherland and 24 high in Uppington? It's a bit of a chilly one, isn't it? But that's all right because we're going to change the mood just a little bit when it comes to our fashion poll. All right, it's the battle of the dress of the season. And we've got so many beautiful options for you because it is Tuesday. And I need you, Mzansi, to help me decide between two dresses. Now we've got a crisp white one and then a chic black and white number. Which one is it going to be? Let's get into option one first, which is over on my right. Now, I personally am feeling this one. It is breezy, it is boho, it is beautiful, tiered up at the shoulders as well, just showing the right amount of skin, styled beautifully with a black and cream satin scarf, some gorgeous boho sandals with that toe detail, and I've been told that the toe detail is definitely about the spring summer, and then also a bag to match. That's option one. Could it be that one for you? Or we move on to option two. Another big trend this season is all about a tier dress and a balloon sleeve, definitely inspired by the boho chic era of, I would say, the early 2000s. Now, when you pair that with the same shoe but in black with that gold detailing, as well as a nice little sleek and slouchy bag, then it definitely brings that boho into 2025. So which option are we going to go for? The nice little white option that is crisp, definitely sun-kissed ready, or are we going for this beautifully detailed boho-inspired black and white look? All you have to do is head over to our socials. There's some pictures for you there as well, so you can choose between the two and of course vote for your favorite and perfect Woolworths dress of the season. And don't forget to use that hashtag styled by Woolworths, and please make sure that I look good by the end of the show. I'm going to put my beautiful fashion sense in your hands, Mzansi, so make sure that you choose the right option for me, please. I'm not going to say I'm leaning towards the white one, but maybe I am. It is up to you though. I look forward to seeing your responses.
I don't want to tell anyone what to do, okay? But
Okay.
I know you. I like the vibes. I like both dresses, but I'm leaning towards one in particular, okay? Maybe
Could
I
it
need
be-
to. Maybe
okay.
I'm thinking we need to cleanse ourselves of our sins or something. It might. I'm just giving you a clue, but no, they're both gorgeous. But I think the white is even more gorgeous. Just saying. Just saying, love them, you decide. Likewise, you make all the choices in your life, and I like the idea of, well, in Tokoza Dube helping us make some choices when coming into the new season. But how does this sound for a good breakfast
Tell me.
choice? A guacamole egg salad sandwich.
Absolutely. You
It's like
had
the
me at
healthiest thing
guac.
we've ever.
I am there.
It is really healthy, and yes, you get to say that already at this time of the day. It's guac.
It's
after the
guac.
break. We'll see now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, Mzansi. And oh, yes, we're in the business of feeling good indeed, where we want you to go into your day smiling and oh so happy. And this is why we get into so many different things right here on Expresso. But thank you for joining us, no matter where you are in the country. Siyanamkela to the biggest and best breakfast show. And right about now, as we come to you live from the Samsung DQX in Johannesburg, I want us to jump out onto the social media streets. And of course, it is all in the name of getting your answer and of course, just having a conversation around how we're feeling this time of the year. So, put your hand up. That's what I'm asking you to do if this is where you find yourself. Please raise your hand, Mzansi, if you are somebody that finds yourself 100% feeling like, oh my goodness, the end of the year has brought on the fatigue. It has made us completely tired of 2025, and more than anything else, you're feeling the burnout. We want to hear from you. What are those tips that you feel like are really helping you out right now? The things that are getting you through when it comes to that burnout. I know for me, multivitamins. If it wasn't for my multivitamins, oh, Sana, the year would be fighting me, but I'm fighting it. And I'm winning a little bit. So, that's my tip. What is yours? What's helping you out when it comes to the end of your burnout? Send us a voice note as well on WhatsApp, 063-036-9649. And of course, hashtag Expresso Show on all our social media pages. Come on through and let's have that conversation as a family. But for now, as we jump on over to Cape Teasy Fo Sheezy, Mike Graham, over to you.
Welcome to a vitally important conversation, especially if you're feeling a little stressed out right now. In fact, the World Health Organization has called stress, quote, the health epidemic of the 21st century. I think one of the key factors behind stress-related health issues is cortisol, often referred to as the stress hormone. Well, joining us today is Sonia van Wyk from Pharmacist, and we're going to chat about how cortisol and how chronic stress could put your health at risk. Sonia, welcome. I'm sure feeling a little bit nervous right now, but it should be like that.
Absolutely, Graham. But we have to understand that the stress response was programmed for short-term threats, like dealing with a predator. So in short bursts, it is essential. Cortisol is released, it puts your body in a state of alert, and that helps you to respond to the threat or danger. Unfortunately, our bodies also overreact to modern stresses that are not life-threatening, like dealing with a traffic jam or work pressure or family difficulties. And these type of stresses don't go away quickly, it's persistent. And that puts our body in fight or flight far longer than it should, leading to chronic low-level stress.
And I mean, we feel it in our workspace. I think everyone's reached that point of the year as well where we're feeling a little bit burnt out and not so little stresses suddenly become big things because we can't regulate. What is actually happening within the body when we get this stress response?
So when you're in chronic stress, your body constantly stays alert. That means cortisol is released continuously. And
on tap.
Yes, and over time, that has a negative effect on almost every system in your body, affecting your physical and your emotional health.
I mean, we feel it often on the emotional side first, and we don't think about the physical damage that is being done. Can you give us some examples of how this plays out in the human condition?
So chronically raised cortisol levels influence your digestive system. It causes weight gain. It causes sleeping problems, so it depletes your energy. It suppresses your immune system. It causes headaches and migraines, and also a lack of concentration, focus, and may even lead to memory problems. Then obviously we also experience mood swings and anxiety. But the point is, if you don't address chronic stress, it may also contribute to more serious health issues like obesity, cardiovascular disease, and depression.
Oh, and we know the knock-on effects of, and we use the term spiral, I think, in these senses, and we often forget when it comes to stress, we think it's an emotional problem that we have to sort out, and we forget that these are physical buttons. And we can press buttons ourselves, and we can be proactive to manage our stress proactively. So that being said, how should we approach it? How do we survive life today?
There's a few self-care techniques that you can follow to combat stress. Regular exercise, healthy eating, connecting with loved ones. Sleep is essential. You should aim for at least 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep. And then you can also adapt relaxation techniques like deep breathing or meditation, and also practicing mindfulness. But in the end, the modern stresses are persistent, and it burdens your reserves to cope with it. So you might choose to support your body further with a product like Neurovance. Neurovance contains plant-derived ingredients with the potential to support healthy brain function, to improve your focus, and to promote calmness throughout the day.
Oh, I think maybe we should start our day with that every day here, but we do kind of lean into that frenetic, crazy energy. And I don't want people to be scared of that, because the magic happens when you are under pressure, but that can't be your baseline for existence. I feel calmer already. I hope you felt a little calmer, but you've been wonderful. Plugging with you has just been amazing. Thank you so much, because I know a lot of people are dealing with this and they don't even know that they're dealing with an issue when it comes to stress, often until it's too late.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much. I think we're both a lot more relaxed now. And if you've been feeling tired, if you've been feeling irritable, your body might be asking you for that reset. Push that button. Be kind to your nervous system. Take breaks. Breathe deeply. Take on some mindfulness exercises. If you need, seek help with managing your stress effectively. Well, yes, we have amazing products in our corner. There is a person waiting to connect as well. So reach out, talk, and make that connection.
Oh, the big C word. I'm so glad that we've got that all sorted. We do not want it to keep us up awake at night anymore. So I'm so glad we're sorted with all of that. Don't mind me. I'm just cutting up some boiled egg for our delicious recipe that we're getting into. It's all to do with guacamole as well as some boiled egg, all put on a delicious sandwich, getting all of your superfoods in on this beautiful Tuesday morning. And then, of course, we have to catch up with Ntokoze Dube to find out the spring must-haves. Besides egg, what else is on the menu? Well, they'll definitely let us know straight after this. Actually, I could cut this a little bit more.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Yes, we're in the kitchen, which means that we're going to get into something delicious. Now, if you do love a good brunch idea that's creamy, zesty, and definitely satisfying, then this guacamole egg salad on toast is the perfect pick-me-up. It takes the richness of a classic egg salad and gives it kind of like a fresh, vibrant twist with all the delicious flavors of avocado. So let's get straight into it. Graham, I feel like this is also right up your alley.
Perfect pairing. I've been
Egg
going
avo.
to this forever.
Yeah.
It was kind of like the first healthy food beyond a can of tuna,
Right.
I think I discovered. But you get so many healthy fats. It's a beautiful flavor profile. If you have the right kind of toast bread, maybe
Yes.
like a corn or rice cracker or something like that.
Ooh, I
You know,
love
I'm not big on my
those.
carbs, but the texture helps so much.
Yeah.
And it has very low nutritional value, but you need a vessel
You
to carry
do.
the deliciousness.
And a crunch factor.
Oh,
because
you've
this
gotta
is
have
quite
it.
smooth and creamy.
Absolutely beautiful. The
avocado.
there's no comparison when it comes to
Zero.
kind of health and enjoyment being wrapped up in one product. I'm sorry, nothing comes close.
So
except
satisfying.
for the egg. Eggy.
What can't you see?
So you got to do the egg song. The egg song's died in my household a little bit. I think we need to get back on the egg train. But obviously you get beautiful protein and
Yeah.
you get gorgeous fats and natural oils and fiber, the right kind of energy.
That's
it was
right.
kind of freakishly designed, really good. But obviously People go to great lengths to ensure that we get amazing avos here.
That's the thing.
And our avo season has been extended.
Yep.
So the Avo Growing Association of South Africa, it feels, and I say, they raise their eyebrows whenever I say this, but it feels like the Illuminati. They've been so important to farming in South Africa. And obviously the commerce is massive for our farmers. but
100%.
We have access to this living in South Africa, the very best.
Yeah.
I'm talking a lot because I don't have a huge amount to do. Am I
You
I
don't.
really just slicing
You just
egg
have to
today?
slice the egg, and then I've just mushed together some avocado. It's guacamole, so you've got some red onion, some tomato, seasoned with some salt and pepper, and then your favorite ingredient. I'm so sorry. It's a little bit of dhania. Just a little bit,
It's
though.
okay. You can call it coriander if you want. I figured out a couple of weeks ago that Dania's coriander. I get it now. I understand. I
With a little bit of
appreciate everyone
spice.
handling me with kid gloves in this essence. So this is a question, girl, that might be a bit divisive.
Okay.
How do you like your boiled egg?
Okay, I'm very particular.
Okay.
I love a
as-
gooey egg with a little bit of a runny yolk.
Yeah.
If I'm having toast,
Okay.
so then it can go on the bread.
bind
But if I'm
everything.
just popping them, has to be hard boiled.
I try to undeshell
Yes.
not so solid
Oh,
egg
no,
yesterday
it's
in a
the
hurry,
worst
and it traumatized me a little bit. Then for the rest of the day, I was just smelling eggs. So we've nailed these. There's a little bit of softness. I would say these are probably
Those are
medium.
perfect, actually.
I like you. I like it if I'm going to be kind of mixing things together. I do
Yeah.
like a bit of the yolk. It's
Why
I love the flavor
not?
profile, but it works as a great binding agent.
Yes.
I suppose we use it in cooking as a binding agent to some degree.
Exactly. And that's where the flavor lies as well.
Completely, the gold. And I think we are learning now in nutritional spaces that you can have pretty much as much egg as you like. Are we
Remember when
putting...
they try to demonize eggs? What?
Wasn't having any of that.
No.
I think that's around about when my first summer anthem came out. Eggy, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your love just hypnotizes
It
me.
does.
And Carissa as well.
Both at the same
Okay,
time.
I'm going to swap sides as you do
Let's
this.
do it. Let me assemble for you.
I felt like I cut those eggs really well.
They were
It's the kind of
perfect.
thing that I would normally mess up.
What, cutting up an egg? Come on, Gray.
I know
got
it's the
that.
simple things. I got allowed to use the sharp knife, so that felt great. And this is where I think you know what excites you and your family. So if
Agreed.
they are big on eggs, great, let the eggs be visible. If not so much, mush it together.
I was
don't
supposed
think
to add
it's
them
gonna kill
together,
it.
wasn't I?
No, was that a passive-aggressive suggestion that you... I was trying to be as soft and nice about that as I
I was
as
supposed
could.
to assemble
I
them
think-
together.
no, but-
1 second,
But
it's
then you
our
don't get to
toast.
see the beautiful egg. So do one with and
I'll
one
do
without.
one with,
How's-
one
how's
without.
that?
Okay, let's start again.
But you're only further making my point that you do you, boo. When you like something, do it in the way that you like it.
That's true.
Gently.
I've
'Cause I
never
know
had it like this because
You aren't the most gentle of people in the kitchen. I'm going to say that with all due respect, okay? It's kind of your strength. You've got no
quite
fear.
literal strength,
Yeah,
actually.
exactly. And you've been working hard on the physical strength, and it shows in the kitchen, okay?
I'm quite like a clumsy person, and so I go in really hard with everything.
Brave. No, you're brave.
Yeah.
You go in without much thought of consequence. And I think that's maybe why we connect so well on this
I think
level.
so.
But for this, you want to put in as much flavor as you can. This is golden. I have a feeling this is going to replace breakfast, lunch, and possibly a few suppers. It's that versatile.
Why not?
eh? And I think we often think that egg or avo must be reserved for a particular time of the day. It's for a salad. It's for breakfast. It's for us whenever we want.
Period.
Can you cut me a
Which
slice, or
one
must
do
I
you-
take the whole thing?
Well, which one
as-
do you want?
I don't mind. I'll
You
have
want
your,
this-
I'll
you
have
want
your
this one?
version over there.
I'll give you this
Oh,
one.
and I'm going to have it whole. Thank you.
Have it whole.
I love it.
And then let us know how it is. I'm really hoping the guac is delicious.
When you say let us know, like write a letter, a
Yes,
strongly
please.
worded letter.
Not strongly worded.
Uh-huh.
Out of 10, I'd like to know what we're working with here.
Can't taste any coriander.
Good. That's a good start.
It's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
Excuse me, I should have a napkin.
That's all right.
Do you know what I'm really loving? The freshness of the herbs, believe it or not, and the red onion and the tomato.
Bit of a
just
crunch in
lifts
there.
it.
Yes.
It really does. It makes it a lot fresher, makes it feel even healthier. It's got texture, it's got tons of flavor. The egg is there, but it doesn't
Yeah.
dominate. Absolutely beautiful. Out the park, my friend.
I think we've also converted Graham to like coriander right now. So that is a win for me.
It's gonna hit at some point.
We'll keep on pushing it. The agenda is alive and well. Absolutely delicious. Please make it yourself. Of course, you can scan the QR code on your screen right now, and it will take you right to the recipe tab. But you already know how to make it. A couple of ingredients, and that's it.
Oh man, and all you need to do really is just add an avo. So head over to expressoshow.com. a ton of more amazing recipes, some inspiration, and you can visit avocado.co.za for amazing, amazing ideas. At I Love Avo SA as well will keep you inspired.
I absolutely love that for us. All right, let's get into shining a light on our pharmacists going forward. It is a Health Tuesday, so why not get into that exactly right now?
So good.
Wow. Thank you so much, my Cape Town family. And this morning, indeed, we're doing exactly that. Our often unsung heroes in this medical field. We're talking about our pharmacists, the people who truly allow us to really have not just, I think, support in our community when it comes to our health, but, my friend, in terms of hospitals, they also are part of the backbone that keeps it going. And today, we get to know more about our clinical pharmacists, the ones who allow guiding treatment in terms of precision medicine and nutrition support to happen in hospitals, as well as their role in healthcare teams. It's just honestly something that is just indispensable while they continue to dispense the medicine that we need. And this is why today we're joined by none other than Mr. Nhlanhla, who is here to give us absolutely everything we need in terms of understanding this. Nhlanhla given Mafarafara, who also, in fact, is the past president of the SA Association of Hospital and Institutional Pharmacists. And this morning, we're coming to understand what exactly is it that our clinical pharmacists do, but also how, in fact, they continue to help the hospital systems. Everyone, let's give them a feel-good welcome, please. Nhlanhla, how are you doing this morning?
I'm very blessed, thank you. I'm very, very blessed, and thank you for having me here.
Of
It's quite
course.
great what you guys are doing, and the spotlight that you've put on pharmacists. We really appreciate it. It gives that meaning
Yes.
that we always wanted to have shared with the world, so thank you.
Thank you so much, Nhlanhla. You and the pharmacists just everywhere. You're just making us so proud. And of course, it's Expresso coming together with Adcock Ingram,
Yes.
OTC, the sponsors of Brave, and saying thank you for being our brave heroes.
Amen.
But Nhlanhla, let's jump right into it, because we know that in a hospital setting, you know, we see the doctors, we see the nurses, but then there are also the pharmacists, particularly the clinical pharmacists. You know, they work alongside all of these incredible healthcare professionals. Can you let us know, you know, how do the pharmacists actually fit into this ecosystem?
Well, thank you. I think that's a good question, and one that if we're to say now, when you enter in a hospital, what people see is a pharmacist in the dispensary with a coat giving medication 1 tablet 3 times a day. But what we see now in terms of the expanded role of a pharmacist, and when we talk of clinical pharmacists, these are specialized trained pharmacists who do way beyond what is ordinary. And they fall within the category with other specialists. So pharmacists, what they would see, they would be involved in medication therapy management. They provide guidance and advice to the doctors in terms of prescription monitoring and the kind of the compliance with standard treatment guidelines or other protocols. They get involved in monitoring, you know, the therapeutic drug outcomes. So if a patient is given medication, the pharmacists want to check how is the patient responding to that particular drug. Then they also check how is the kidney responding to the drug, how is the liver responding to the drug. Are we still within the safe parameters? So they would advise the doctors on which drug do we need to change, which doses do we need to adjust, increase or remove, or even reduce at that level. And then they would also check other different things. It's not only looking at the kidneys and the drug and the therapeutic outcomes. We also look, is this drug working against another? We're looking at the drug-drug interaction. Is the drug working against the patient? Drug-patient interaction, drug-food interaction, and drug-disease interaction. So once we give you medication, we want to check, is the disease responding exactly as we intended? Then we also look at other safety markers. We're looking at whether you're having any adverse events following drug administration. Then they also work with others to check adverse events following immunization as such. Yes.
That's incredible. And Nhlanhla, actually, I feel like you're opening up a whole new world to so many of us, because a lot of us understand it to be the doctors who are doing all of these different things. And in fact, it's actually our clinical pharmacists working alongside the doctors. That is incredible. But now we also hear of the term antimicrobial stewardship. What exactly is that, and what do we need to know about it?
So I think now, if you were to go to the World Health Organization and check what they say now in terms of antimicrobial resistance, we are moving towards a bomb that is about to explode. And it's going to explode not because it's set up to explode. It is not set up to explode. It's set up to keep us safe. But currently, when we look at antimicrobial stewardship, we're looking at the appropriate use of antimicrobials. That would be your antifungals, your antibiotics, and your antivirals. And using them appropriately, matching the drug against the bug, matching the drug against the disease. So now, what we currently see in practice, which is a societal issue and a practice issue, is that when, for example, you have a flu, you
Yeah.
get, which is an antiviral condition, you get an antibacterial, you're supposed to be getting something just to manage your symptoms.
Yes.
In a hospital setting, we're looking at, do we have the right antibacterial for this? Are we using the direct approach? Instead of using a broad umbrella and giving one drug for everything, we target the specific organism and we monitor the response of that particular patient. But at the same time, we're also saying, is this one not resistant against this particular drug? And if there's resistance, we do the culturing, and the pharmacist will then advise the doctor, let us switch this drug. And at times, if you are admitted in a hospital, the clinical pharmacist will tell you, now we can switch from an intravenous antibiotic to an
Yes.
oral antibiotic, and the patient is almost ready to be discharged. And then we do the advice. But one critical issue is this also expands to the agricultural sector.
Yes.
The use of antibiotics in animals as well as in the general broad scheme of agriculture. And we get to collaborate to provide safety for the patient so that later on we do not struggle, because we don't have new antibiotics that are coming into the market. We have other drugs coming into the market. And the more we overuse it, the more we succumb to the pressures of the patients. And if I was to talk to a patient and say, you can't just walk into a facility and say, give me an antibiotic.
Yeah.
And if you are buying antibiotics without a prescription, we're just saying this is a red flag. Please hold it off. If somebody gives you antibiotics without a prescription, just say no. It ain't supposed to be like that.
Yes. Nhlanhla, I feel like you have just given us a lecture here. I feel like we're sitting in a lecture hall and you literally just gave us absolutely all of the, I want to call it the details in terms of all of these beautiful things that we did not know. Because I feel like clinical pharmacists do so much more than we thought.
Way more.
100%. So well done to you guys. Thank you so much. I feel like you're not just superheroes, you're superhuman. And
Oh,
we
thank you.
appreciate you.
We appreciate that.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. And Mzansi, this is exactly what we're doing in Pharmacy Month, right? We are celebrating our incredible unsung heroes. Did you hear about all the things they do for you when you're in the hospital? Yeah. This is why we need to continue to allow them to know just how much they mean to our communities. And of course, you always know that Adcock Ingram OTC is all about making sure that you, in fact, have good health, not just when you're at the hospital, friend, but even on the outside, which is why we know in terms of sneezing, itchy eyes, and even coughing, the season change can get a little bit tricky. But of course, our friends do have our backs, and this is why you've got to fight back with the Adcock Ingram OTC Allergy Pack. It is a survival pack that you never knew you needed. And honestly and truly, when it's got products like Allergex, which gets you to just really have that calm when you do feel sneezy and coughy, it is all about you 100% being able to take it and feeling so much better. And you can get that in terms of staying covered all day, every day. But wait, there's more. Pharmacy Month is also about spoiling you on top of everything else that our pharmacists do. And this is why Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave, have decided that every single Tuesday, you could walk away with 2,000 Rand. Yes, you heard that right. And all you got to do is head on over to our social media pages, where you will find the post. And of course, it is Facebook, Instagram, X. And that is where you need to let us know who is your pharmacy hero and why. Is it Nhlanhla? You let us know why exactly it is. And you could, my friend, be walking away with that 2,000 Rand. But you got to make sure you use the hashtag Adcock OTC Allergy Survival Pack. And that is how you make sure that you are entered. The competition does close at midday today, so get entering, my friend. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. For now, the goodness continues, and I cannot wait to see if you are, in fact, a winner. However, all in the name of making sure that you are feeling good this morning. My Cape Town family, what's going on?
You can make my day.
welcome back, Mzansi. And my friend, spring is finally here. We've been waiting all year. And what better time to reset, restock, and make sure that you, in fact, are taking just stock of what is happening in your home, right? But getting a little bit of a change in it as well. Game is here to allow you to do so in the best way. And this is why we are getting to sit down with someone who is not just a content creator, but is also actually an incredible content home reset influencer. And we are talking about Ntokozo Dube, who is here to let us in on how we can, in fact, take a hold of all of the beautiful deals that Game is giving us, but also just in terms of refreshing our homes a little bit. Everyone, let's give him a feel-good welcome. It's Ntokozo. Ntokozo, how are you?
I'm good, and thank you for having me this morning.
Thank you.
It's nice to be here.
It's lovely to have you. Thank you for resetting our set by being with us. We appreciate you.
I thought I was going to come with a cloth just to make sure that everything is wiped.
Darling, no. We are good. We just are resetted by you being in the building.
But I'm just so excited. I see that you are maintaining this space quite well. Yeah.
It's what we do. We have to.
Appreciate.
Otherwise, they'll
Appreciate.
fire us. But Ntokozo, let's talk about this. You, my friend, are somebody who is known for your content creation in terms of just resetting your home, making things be a little bit more beautiful, but also just really allowing people to have a little bit of a refresh when it comes to their spaces. So let's talk about it. What does a spring reset actually look like for someone like you, and why is it so important?
I think like we are switching from winter into like a more lighter season.
Of course.
So like I think spring is important because it just gives us like, I mean, it's not just only about like switching in terms of like our home spaces, but mentally too. It's just a good space and time to also like just like allow yourself to like now think again and reset, I mean, replan and everything. Because like in winter, most of us, like all of us, like we are just like frowning, and you know, also so like moving into like I mean a summer, like transiting to summer.
Yeah.
So like a spring season is just so good, like in terms of like allowing us like to like mentally just reset and also like reset our homes. Yeah.
And being spring fresh, if you will.
Yeah, you know. So like spring is important because like it's that season where you like now start to start to like get out of that shell and like move into like a space where you can just like, you know, start.
You bloom like the flowers.
Yes, you bloom like the flowers.
Exactly. And we know that Game has got unbeatable deals for us always in Ntokozo.
Yeah.
Let's talk about them. What are some of the must-haves when it comes to refreshing your home, indoors and outdoors?
I think more than anything, like we rightfully said in the beginning, that we are now transiting from a space where we were like just like frowning and all of that. So now we are moving into a space where like we are more outdoor, we are just more alive and like more engaging with life itself. So
Indeed.
yeah, so Game also, I mean, has got like beautiful deals that like helps us to like, you know, when it comes to cleaning in our homes, get all the necessary detergents, storages to like, you know, remove that like heavy bedding and like start to use like lighter stuff, like go into spaces that generally don't get love during the year, and you like under your sofas and you are able to do that reset. So Game will help you with all of those essentials that you need into like managing that transition.
Yes.
So yeah, and they've got beautiful deals that are like very much affordable, maintaining your gardens because you are more outside during spring season and like during summer. So you get all the necessary essentials. Yeah.
Exactly. And for me, I'm loving the fact that I can even refresh my outdoor, because now I'm going to be outdoors more. Do you know what I mean?
People are more alive, people are more engaging, there's friends coming over. So it's really, really like helpful to just maintain those kind of spaces and just make sure that it's like, you know, you keep a good space for yourself and for your loved ones.
100%. And even with you saying friends coming over, some of my favorite things when deals come through from our faves at Game is that they always make sure that they put like a nice braai stand on a deal or something like that. Something that's just going to make it feel a little bit more homier. You know what I mean?
I mean, you need flowers, you need to maintain your garden. So you also get some equipments that will like, just like from Game, you also get those equipments that will help you to maintain your lawn and all of that, you know.
I love that.
Yeah, and also some nice sculptor couches and all of that. Like some people have some nice outdoors, so you just need to get some nice equipments to make sure that your place is welcoming and it's cozy, like,
Yes, I love that. And the fact that Game can help us do exactly that is, for me, the best part because of those deals that it comes with. But talk to me, Ntokozo, you know, there are people who feel a little bit overwhelmed about doing a bit of a refresh. what tips would you give them to be able to have that bravery to be like, okay, I'm going to actually reset my home?
You know, I think when like doing like any other thing in life, even if you were to be an athlete, I mean, in any career that you like take, I think it's good to like start as little as possible, because if you like, you want to take like to tackle the entire space or the entire home, it may feel a bit overwhelming. So you just make it a bit enjoyable and start where like just try to start small, you know, and have those small targets, and then at least plan to say this weekend I just want to make sure that at least I get my bedroom sorted.
Yes.
The following weekend at least we have a plan to say maybe I'm targeting the kitchen, I'm targeting the under the couches and all of that. So it makes it easier for you to be able to manage, and also it does not feel overwhelming. You know, so yeah.
Amazing. Dogozo, we eat the elephant little by little, and that's how we get through it. But thank you so much.
Yeah,
and
just
of course,
baby steps, you know.
Baby steps.
Yeah,
there
because
it
I mean, if
is.
you just like say I'm going to tackle the entire space, it can be discouraging.
Yes.
But if you like set one target, and sometimes you know achieving one task can give you momentum to like tackle the next task.
Exactly.
You know, so yeah.
And you've inspired us in Dogozo in terms of your content creation and everything. So thank you so much. And thank you for coming to reset our our view, even just of restocking our homes. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate being here.
Oh, we appreciate you.
Thank
and
you.
Mzansi, you know that Game has always got beautiful, unbeatable deals just for you. And this is the thing. We're now inspired. Of course, Ntokozo has come and almost changed our mindset when it comes to restocking and refreshing. And of course, it is all about our homes and how we can make them a little bit more spring fresh, indoors and outdoors. And this is why Game wants to give you something lovely, my friend. All you have to do to be a part of Game's incredible Sound of Spring competition is head on over to our social media pages with #GotGame. And you got to tell us, what's your sound of spring? Is it the birds? I don't know. Is it possibly the animals that come out as well? We want to hear from you. And of course, we need you to make sure that you take a hold of getting to possibly win a 2,000 Rand Game shopping voucher. It could all be yours. And then you could restock, refresh, and do all of the things that you need in order to reset for spring. And of course, the competition does close on Friday, the 26th of September. T's and C's do apply. And of course, you can find them on expressoshow.com. Do the right thing, because you deserve to reset the spring, all in the name of being part of Game's incredible springing vibe that is getting you 100% in terms of those unbeatable deals and more. For now, though, head on back to Cape Town, because Cape Teasy Fo Sheezy, what's going on?
Oh man, it feels like everything is going on. We're going to plug into, I use the term a lot now, energy matrix that is just exploding at the moment, and for the right people.
That's so true. Listen, with youth unemployment on the rise, the Alan Gray Makers Startup Academy, powered by Jill Gray Philanthropies, as well as Absa, are helping young artisans turn trade skills into real businesses.
Oh, and at the incredible Fusion Festival, Ayanda, our own Ayanda G. Tibete, joined the amazing Absa team to celebrate these inspiring journeys. Let's go and check it out firsthand.
In a country with a high unemployment rate, the Alan Gray Makers Startup Academy, powered by Alan and Jill Gray Philanthropies and Absa, is helping young people turn their trade skills into actual businesses. Because as Absa often says, we see your story and your story matters. Let's see how this magical day unfolds together.
At the heart of this competition, it really is about possibility. The fact that someone is able to come up here boldly and test the idea in front of us and our judges, and then from that get a spark from those solutions that are then able to sort out our biggest challenges that we face in the different communities.
Seth, what an absolutely beautiful day. You're here on behalf of Alan Gray Makers.
Yes.
Please, can you tell us why you decided to invest on the Startup Academy and what this does for you and your mission?
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for being here, and welcome to the Fusion Fest. At Alan Gray Makers, our purpose is really to ignite dignity and meaning in life through accelerating artisanal entrepreneurship. And so Startup Academy is an expression of that. And our goal is to try and help unemployed neat youth who have a technical skill, so are an artisan, they want to be an entrepreneur, we help them start a new business in a 9-month program. And we've seen great successes of young people going from zero to formalization and making 50,000 Rand a month post our program.
How do the participants benefit from being a part of it, and how does it align with economic inclusion?
When they join the program, they gain access to mentors, business advisors, business coaching. We take them through essentially a process of getting their business registered. And by the end of the program, they've made their first sale. They're on the journey towards creating employment opportunities for themselves, but for others as well. So today we're celebrating the national finalists for the National Inter-College. And the idea of the National Inter-College is to expose young people at TVET colleges. There are 50 TVET colleges, 365 campuses, 600,000 students. And this year we received in excess of 6,000 applications of young people who want to start a business, who've already started a business, who have an innovative enterprise. And today they're pitching to find the winners for national competition.
What inspired me the most today about engaging with these young entrepreneurs is just their drive. It is so rare to come across young people that have a plan, but these people have a plan, a vision, a mission, and I don't doubt that they will succeed.
At Absa, we see entrepreneurship not just as an economic lever, but as a nation-building force. Our continent's most pressing challenges, youth unemployment, inequality, and poverty, require bold interventions that go beyond traditional corporate support.
Nonhlanhla, what a beautiful day, what a beautiful initiative. You can just see the smiles on people's faces. Please, can you tell us about this amazing partnership with the Allen Gray makers and why it's so significant?
So financial inclusion through entrepreneurship is our corporate citizenship strategy. And what this means for us is that we pathway young people into entrepreneurial action. Our partnership here with the Ellen and Jill Gray Philanthropy South Africa is about young people within the artisan space, right? It's about the trade space. How do we develop entrepreneurially minded young people within the TVET space? So those are within the institution. Then the second layer is Makers Startup Academy. Those are TVET graduates. We are saying, how do we support TVET graduates and to enable them to start their own enterprises? Because we're saying they should not be graduates who are unemployed. So the question is, how do we come alongside them in enabling them, in essence, to form their enterprises? So this is why we're here today, and we're very excited to be here.
Now let's talk about this amazing 2025 partnership you have with Absa. What inspired it and why now?
We're really tied around their story matters, and Absa's vision is really around earthing the stories that matter. And so having Absa has been an incredible blessing and opportunity to the work that we do. They've accelerated the impact that we have had. We went from 1 province to 5 provinces with their partnership. And I think what we're seeing with the Absa connection is really building essentially new clients for Absa in the future. And I think the ethos of supporting young people with the entrepreneurship education strategy perfectly aligns with what we're doing at TVET colleges, but through our trade incubation programs.
To be part of Allen Gray, ma'am, it was a huge privilege, and it's a humbling feeling, ma'am, because now it gave us a different perception of the trade industry, because as tradesmen, we focus a lot on our toolbox and our craftsmanship. Now it gave us a perception on the business side of the business, so that we shouldn't focus more on the toolbox, but focus more on the soft skills, which are marketing, networking, and so forth, and sales, and see the plumbing business in a different lens.
How has this program changed your view of what is possible in your career and your future?
Right now, I know that anything is possible as long as you want to start, and you can start where you are and with what you have, and knowing that you can also be assisted by Absa and Allen Gray to further your business is absolutely amazing, and we appreciate that opportunity.
A huge thank you to all the partners and young entrepreneurs creating real change. This just goes to show that when we back youth in the trade industry, it does so much more than just boost the economy, but it also creates a brighter future for South Africa, one small business, one story at a time.
Ticking every box, Absa continues to support brilliant young entrepreneurs through initiatives like the Startup Academy, just making their mark because they take their stages, their slogans, their lives really seriously. In fact, your story matters and your story is now seen.
We see the person behind the banking profile. We see your story. Expresso was proudly brought to you by Absa. Your story matters.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, your beauties, approaching the next hour of the show with as much excitement as we can muster. Why? Because Carissa's coming out in a new look. You got to decide. Option one, beautiful, gorgeous summer outfit, white, certainly inspiring. The new season. Option two, love the silhouette there as well, but you ultimately had to make the choice. That's why I was saying definitely dressing to impress with number one. I think feeding off Carissa's energy, Deirdre saying option one, Carissa, white is right, girl. Liking that one. Bloom Kivitz saying good morning, Expresso show. Definitely option one. Carissa always looks gorgeous. I agree with you. And stunning in any kind of dress. She is definitely a spring kind of a lady. I think option one is dominating this morning. Why? Because we know what she likes, and I think she was leaning towards this one, and now I can understand why. Look at my gorgeous friend,
Do you
man.
get it?
I love
White
it.
sometimes can be tricky, but I feel like
For
for
sure.
spring, summer, it is the perfect look. Also, boho is so back. It is so in right now. And this one with the tiered dress, with the little playful sleeves, it is the perfect.
So cute, and you can dress it up, dress it down, get excited with accessories. The little scarf
the
is, I have the feeling that's
scarf.
going to be the accessory of the season. Absolutely gorgeous, my friend.
I
Well done.
absolutely love it.
You guys did a great job. Thank you so much. Clearly, we need to lean on you in these important times and lean on Woolies in the change of season. The range of summer dresses, gorgeous. They are designed to move with you as well. They are lightweight, they are breathable, and they are, as you can see, ready, easy to wear for any occasion. You can shop these gorgeous dresses. Feel the difference yourself in store, available online, and of course on their amazing app. Enjoy. Look
I'll
great.
do one spin. Well, thank you so much, Feel Good Fam. I'm feeling beautiful, I'm feeling pretty, and so spring ready. The next 2 hours are going to be a breeze. For now, though, it's just gone 7 o'clock. Let's get into your national news headlines. Now we get started here, where COSATU says South African women continue to earn significantly less than men, with data showing they make between 23% and 35% less for the same work. Now, President Zingiswa Losi told the Federation's Central Committee that women also carry the unpaid burden of household care without support. Losi warned that U.S. tariffs on South African exports are threatening up to 100,000 jobs in manufacturing and agriculture, with factories closing and livelihoods collapsing. COSATU says wage equity and job security remain urgent battles. In other news in the country, South African financial markets have outperformed expectations, with the JSE hitting record highs and the rand gaining despite looming U.S. tariffs of 30% on exports. Yet growth remains stuck at about 1% for a decade, leaving uncertainty despite reform pledges from the coalition government. Now, inflation fell to its lowest long-term expectation on record, raising hopes for relief. The Reserve Bank's Monetary Policy Committee announces its decision on Thursday, after July's repo rate cut to 7% sparked predictions of further, though unlikely, reductions. In your international news making headlines, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Hamas leaders will not be immune from strikes, quote, wherever they are, end quote, after last week's deadly attack in Qatar sparked global outrage. Now, speaking alongside U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Netanyahu confirmed Israel acted alone, while Rubio insisted Washington's Gulf ties remain strong. The strike, condemned even by U.S. President Donald Trump, killed 6 but missed Hamas leaders. Our Arab leaders, meeting in solidarity with Qatar, urged the international community to punish Israel for the attack. Meanwhile, Burkina Faso has scrapped visa fees for all African travelers, aiming to boost tourism, investment, and regional ties. Now, the cabinet decision, led by military ruler Captain Ibrahim Traoré, aligns with the African Union's goal of free continental movement. Now, officials say the move will attract visitors and strengthen economic links with neighbors. Popular among young Africans, Traoré has criticized colonial influence while battling insurgency at home. Now, Burkina Faso, with Mali and Niger, has also formed a joint task force to counter security threats. And closing up with this story, bringing it back home, where KwaZulu-Natal Premier Thamsanqa Ntuli has given education in Zululand a joyful lift, handing over much-needed resources to local schools. Now, at Siqalobona Secondary School, learners celebrated the opening of a new 810,000 rand science lab, bringing maths and science lessons to life while sparking dreams of future careers in technology and innovation. Sipasetu Special School received 2 mobile classrooms and a 1 million rand vehicle to ease overcrowding and improve accessibility for learners with special needs. Now, these upgrades follow new school openings in Newcastle, reflecting government's steady investment in inclusive, quality education that inspires hope and ensures no learner is left behind. Well, that is where we leave your 7 o'clock news. It's time for your sporting highlights with Graham.
Thank you so much, my friend. Let's dive right in with some great golfing news from a South African perspective. Norwegian superstar Victor Hovland will make his first South African appearance at the Nedbank Golf Challenge. That's from the 4th and to the 7th of December this year, obviously, at the famed Gary Player Country Club. The world number 11 and 2023 FedEx Cup champion. He now owns 11 worldwide titles, including this year's Valspar Championship, and was, of course, part of Europe's historic Ryder Cup victory in Rome. Great to see his name on the list. Now let's get into some of the incredible athletics from this week, and we expected something from Armand Mondo Duplantis. He soared to a new world pole vaulting record of 6.3 meters in Tokyo, thrilling a packed 50,000 strong crowd as he defended his world title. The US-born Swede, who won Olympic gold in the same stadium in 2021 behind closed doors, you might remember, credited his electric atmosphere for this 14th career world record. Love the fact that he added some of his trademark drama to the moment as well. Now let's stay with athletics news. And Canada's Olympic champion Cameron Rogers stormed to her second world hammer title with a massive 80.51 meter throw in Tokyo, making her now the second longest thrower in history. The 26-year-old dominated the final with some remarkable consistency as well, finishing ahead of China's Zhao Ji and teenage star Zhang Jiale. Now we move into football, and a bit of a rough start for Jamie Vardy. His Serie A debut ended in frustration as Cremonese were held to their first goalless draw with Verona in nearly 40 years. The 38-year-old came on in the 58th minute but couldn't find that breakthrough, so Verona wasting several chances, in fact, while the draw lifted newly promoted Cremonese to third on the log. Verona languishing down in 16th with just 2 points. So they're going to need some Vardy magic this year, I think. That's where we leave our sport for now. Let's catch up on the traffic.
Well, on your roads in Gauteng and Pretoria, there's a stationary vehicle on the N1 southbound, and that's just after Garsfontein Road, resulting currently in a left lane closed. No current delays are being experienced, but please do approach this area with caution. That's all we can report on right now. We'll see what's happening at 8 o'clock again. For now, though, let's get into your weather. The South African Weather Service has issued a level 4 warning for damaging winds along the coast between Plettenberg Bay and Algoa Bay, with risks including port disruption, hazardous sea navigation, dangerous driving conditions, power outages, and runaway fires. Now, additional alerts include level 2 warnings for damaging winds between Cape Point and Port Alfred, and damaging waves from Cape Point to Port Edward. Now, interior regions face yellow level 1 winds, while extremely high fire danger is expected over the northern and northeastern parts of the country, alongside scorching heat in the lowveld of Mpumalanga. That all brings us to our sunrise view of this hour. I know you look forward to it as much as I do. Earlier on, we heard from Durban. Now let's see what the Western Cape is saying. Straight out of Niveris, we have Calvin with this absolutely breathtaking morning view. Now, you see, earlier I was a little bit worried about where the weather is headed, but this is telling me that, yes, we can expect some goodness. On your side of town, Calvin, in Niveris, you can expect an 18-degree average today. And wow, my goodness, if you do not print and put that on your wall, then you're definitely doing it wrong. But now, though, just a reminder to you, Mzansi, on 063-036-9649. That is where you hit us up with your morning views. For now, let's get into your temperatures for this Tuesday.
And that's exactly what your temperatures are looking like today, Mzansi. But my friend, things could be heating up in your pocket. What am I talking about? Wow, 133 million rand in total guaranteed Powerball and Powerball Plus jackpots could change your life this Tuesday. All you have to do is make sure that you don't get left behind. Play for Powerball for the guaranteed 70 million rand and Powerball Plus for guaranteed 63 million rand today. And how can you be a part of it? All you have to do is buy your ticket now in store or on nationallottery.co.za, or you can head on over to cell phone banking or on the mobile app. But there's also the option of dialing *120*7529# for USSD. All of the details I just mentioned are on Expresso show pages, so you can head on over to there to get all of them. However, my friend, play Powerball and Powerball Plus for 133 million rand in total guaranteed jackpots today for your chance at winning millions. I always tell you, we're always crossing fingers for you, but something we never have to cross fingers for is something to look forward to on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Coming up, we're getting into how exactly you can ease discomfort just by making different choices when it comes to your lifestyle. And then, style and workmanship meets adventure. Selene is in the building, and we're getting the lowdown on just the perfect luggage set for you. Do not go anywhere. We'll see you after the break.
We see the person behind the banking profile. We see your story. Expresso was proudly brought to you by Absa. Your story matters.
It's my feel good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for once again choosing to join us on this Tuesday. We know you have choices and you have made the right one. And I promised a healthy undertone to today. Occasionally, we need to delve a little deeper into those uncomfortable conversations. And you know that's how we roll. We've got your back. When it comes to piles, your lifestyle can either support you healing or it can add to your discomfort. There is a lot more choice and control in your hands than you know. From what you eat to how you move, the small things that we do every day have a massive impact on digestive health, and that's where it all begins. So we are joined by the incredible Tony Smith, a registered dietitian, to talk about everyday food and lifestyle habits that can help keep flare-ups at bay. I feel like we're fighting inflammation in every direction that we can. The gut has become the hero of the story, so thank you so much for driving that narrative for us. This feels like something that happens to people, and you get so frustrated and upset. It's a difficult conversation to have with even your doctor or a pharmacist, but we've got to deal with it and we've got to take control ourselves. And often that one area that we first discount is what we eat, and that's the first thing that we can lean into. So how does diet and digestion play a role in developing and worsening hemorrhoids?
So diet and digestion is very important in both causing and relieving the symptoms of hemorrhoids. The main connection is constipation and straining during a bowel movement, which then puts pressure on the veins in the rectal area. So people who follow a low fiber diet, it creates a hard, dry stool, which is then difficult to pass, and poor hydration further dries out that stool, so it's putting more pressure on it.
And the knock-on effect can be hectic. And I know we love to joke about these sorts of things because it's something that kind of everyone will experience at some point in their life, but when it lands, it is hectic. This says to me that there are some foods and some drinks we need to steer away from. What are the heavy hitters?
For sure. So some of the trigger foods that worsen symptoms, can cause constipation or worsen symptoms, are low fiber foods. So eating white flours, white breads, refined foods, processed foods, exactly, processed foods. Dairy, in a lot of people, excess dairy can slow digestion and exacerbate symptoms. And then things like spicy foods, very greasy foods, excess intake of caffeine or alcohol can also worsen symptoms if you are experiencing a flare-up.
We know this. We know all these things. It is part of the human condition. We've got to understand ourselves first. And I think some of us might have more dramatic triggers than others. When it comes to what we need to be putting back in, again, it seems like we've got a roadmap to follow. I mentioned the gut health. I mentioned inflammation being a big topic now, thankfully. What do we need to put in to get the right biome?
So there's two areas that we focus on, the first being fiber. So fiber creates bulk and softness in the stool, making it easier to pass. So focusing on including high fiber starches, more fruits and vegetables, legumes and things like that on a day-to-day basis. And then the other important aspect of gut health and reducing inflammation is fermentable foods. So these contain beneficial bacteria that actually promote a healthy gut biome and promote a healthy gut and help digestion. So those would include, sorry, I'm interrupting you. Those would include foods like yogurt with live cultures, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, sourdough. Sourdough is very popular at the moment for that reason.
And I love the fact that we're getting that. Are there some simple swaps? Because I think we kind of tend to have this idea that if we're going to go healthier, it's going to be more expensive.
For sure.
If you look in that lane where we generally falter, I think for me, it's very easy in a fix to lean on some white bread when I've got nothing else. But actually, you should be having a backup plan if that is something that's causing. Can you think of any kind of jump on kind of hacks in the space, easy swaps?
Yes, for sure. I think making, affordable budget-friendly swaps can make a big difference.
Massive.
So swapping out white bread for brown bread, low GI bread, sourdough bread, swapping out your white refined flours for whole grain flours and cereals, eating more fruits and vegetables, and it doesn't have to be blueberries that are costing an arm and a leg. You can use what's in season, so lean on what's in season and what's more affordable. Swapping out sugary drinks for water and herbal teas. Things like swapping out chocolate bars for a cereal bar that contains oats, that's a good source of fiber, or swapping it out for dried fruit or nuts or those types of snacks.
And as you're saying this, and I'm kind of educating myself, I'm immediately jumping on going through this conversation with my kids so that we can create that culture of making healthier choices through this.
For
So
sure,
that
yeah.
you can be very proactive. I like this. I want to be even more proactive. Movement, hydration, there is a lot more going on here in the system than just the nutrition. What else can we do to help?
Yes, so like you've said, movement is a big one. Making sure that you're active on a day-to-day basis, and that definitely aids digestion and helps bowel movements.
And stress and everything else.
For sure. You're taking the words out of my mouth. Hydration's a big one. So making sure that you're drinking 6 to 8 glasses of water a day. That helps digestion, but it also helps the fiber that you're eating to work. The fiber can't actually act if it doesn't have enough water to help it. And then lastly, stress release. So stress has a big impact on digestion. So making sure that you're incorporating yoga or meditation or mindfulness into your daily routine just as a form of stress release will also make a big difference.
It doesn't have to be massive. You know, we spoke about, as Zanele said earlier, you eat the elephant one bite at a time.
Sure,
And if you take these daily steps, just focus on your diet first. And I always think in the context of my kids, but talk about it, educate yourself through this process. But I have a feeling often we have these penny drop moments where we realize we've known all along what we need to do. We just need to be consistent. I love you for having this conversation with me. Thank you so much. Some amazing insights, and it has been sitting right in front of our faces. If you are struggling with digestive discomfort or piles, yes, you need to speak to someone and take control back. Making small food and lifestyle changes can make a very big difference with that consistency. And when you need a little more support, please, please, please speak to your pharmacist about ActiProct. It works beautifully. Also be sure, as an added bonus from our side, to enter the 2,000 Rand weekly cash giveaway. You can head to our socials and enter by sharing what food or lifestyle habit has helped you manage your digestive health or ease symptoms like constipation. Please share that information. Don't forget to use that all-important hashtag ActiProctRelief. The competition closes on the 21st of September, but you can find the T's and C's at expressoshow.com. Thank you so much.
New ActiProct, the fast-acting gel for pile symptom relief. Reduces inflammation, relieves pain, soothes itch. Ask for ActiProct gel. New from Adcock Ingram, on the go convenience.
What a great conversation on this Health Tuesday. And now, of course, we're speaking about changing your lifestyle habits in order to embrace some good ones. So we've asked you this question across our social media. Listen, raise your hand if you're also struggling with year-end burnout. And what is that one thing that you do to help reduce your stress? Let us know via our social media or even via voice note on our number. So let's have a look at some of your comments. Chantal Myberg saying, good morning, Expresso fam. Good morning, Chantal. Take long walks along the beach. I like that. Sit on the bench and watch the lovely ocean and nature, but just relax. It has definitely a husa effect when you are so close to nature, just bathing in its beauty and glory. Namabana also getting in touch. Good morning, family. I'm with you on the meditation music and massages. They definitely work wonders for stress relief. And also, spending time outdoors is so rejuvenating, especially when you can just sit by the ocean or tend to a garden. Okay, some green fingers here too. I love to see it, Namabana. We also had Conita Ward get in touch, just giving us 3 points. Number 1, meditation is in a bath with salt, essential oils, music, and candles. Here, I definitely agree. Number 2, spend time outdoors or by the ocean. Being connected with nature does so much good for the mind, the body, the soul. We must never forget that connection. And then number 3, the spa, of course. I love it. Also, all 3 options at different price points, at different points in your life, at different time points. So make sure that you take down some notes as you go through our social media, just to get some ways that you can reduce stress in your life as well. But when we come back from this very short break, we get into some more stress relief in forms of travel, because maybe that's also on the list. Selene is coming on through to let us know exactly how craftsmanship comes together with adventure. And then, of course, we're still celebrating Guacamole Day, so stay tuned to see what exactly we've got next.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, Mzansi. Always so good to be with you as we come to you live from the Samsung DQX in Johannesburg. This morning, we're taking you on a journey because, my friend, there's nothing more magical than planning your next trip, right? And this is why we always need to make sure we have the perfect luggage set. And who else better than Selini Luggage to get us into that beautiful getaway, whether it is going on an adventure or maybe just going on a little bit of a relaxation mode. It is all about you and how, in fact, your luggage doesn't just carry your belongings, but it carries your story, which is why this morning we're joined by the Director Divisional of the beautiful Selini Luggage family. I am talking about none other than Alistair Seegers. He's here to let us in on what you need to know when it comes to having the perfect luggage set for you, but also, my friend, how you can be a winner. And of course, getting into the style and craftsmanship that is all about that Selini Luggage that truly allows you to have the perfect destination, holiday, and more. Everyone, let's give him a feel-good welcome, please.
Thank you, Zanele.
Thank you, Alistair, for joining us. How are you?
I feel great. I'm very excited. We've got a few shows with you guys.
Yes.
I can't wait.
We are so excited. And of course, you as the Divisional Director at Selini Luggage, you have all of the vision that we need to understand exactly what it is that makes Selini perfect for all of us. But let's jump into this, Alistair, because I feel like to anyone who doesn't know Selini Luggage, who's been hiding under a rock, let's unpack it for them. You know, what makes Selini Luggage stand out, particularly in South Africa?
Okay, so I think Selini's been South Africa's favorite luggage brand for over 30 years.
True.
But what people don't realize is we're more than just a luggage brand.
Yeah.
We're a lifestyle brand now. We do products such as backpacks, handbags, purses, business cases. We do it all.
Yes.
Also, it's really widely available. There are 26 standalone Selini stores in malls and at airport locations.
Yeah.
And we've got probably about 100 dealers countrywide, so it's readily available.
That's incredible. And you're so right about saying that it's a fave for South Africa. And I say that because I grew up with Selini. And I'm like 31 years old, right? So I'm pretty much the same age as Selini, if you will. So, and that's exactly what my family used to use. But this is why then I need to ask you, Alistair, you know, what do you think makes today's travelers really just need in terms of their luggage sets? And why does Selini cater to exactly that?
Okay, so there are really a lot of different types of travel. You've got long-haul travel, overseas trips, local travel. You've got leisure travel, business travel. So Selini definitely caters for all of those, I think.
Yeah.
But I think more than that, Selini is really about its features. You know, the tons of features that are all put together are quintessential Selini.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to show and talk a lot more about them in coming shows. But the one I really wanted to show everybody, which has really made us proud over the years, is our security feature, which we call Safety Zip.
I love that. I was going to say, please. Okay. I've been looking forward to this. Because is this you showing us how they break into our cases?
Yes, 100%.
Side criminals, we know now.
And unfortunately, they all know it. So I've brought another branded case that uses a regular zip.
Yes.
And really, it's this simple. You've packed your family jewels in here, all your belongings, everything you need.
Yes, your inheritance.
The thief comes with a pen. Something as simple as a pen, anything with a little sharp edge. You push down.
No.
Boom. That is how easy. I've just given millions of thieves a bit of advice on how to do it.
Alistair, no way.
Your hand goes in. Now, here's the scary part. Most modern zips are called self-repairing.
Yeah.
So all you do is you just push it back over and the zip is closed. You don't even know that you've been robbed.
Oh my goodness.
And you'll see that these zips, the regular zips, have got a single row of teeth.
Yes.
So probably 10, 15 years ago, we spearheaded a development of what we call the safety zip.
Yeah.
And what the safety zip is and why it's different. And it took a long time to get it right because, you know, there are a lot of people that try and do it, but it's not the same, doesn't have the same quality. You can see it's got 2 rows of teeth. So if your happy thief comes along with his pen and tries to push through,
Yes,
You can't do it.
exactly. I love that.
That's what Selene gives you.
That is so incredible. You guys put a zip on criminality. No more. No more.
No more.
Oh, man. Alistair, that's absolutely incredible. And I feel like, you guys are doing the most because that's actually a problem that so many of us suffer from, unfortunately. But then talk to us also, because of course now we've got the safety, but I feel like then there's also just the beauty of these cases. What is it exactly that sets Selene apart when we talk about just the craftsmanship and the durability and the unique design even?
So definitely there's two parts. I'll talk about the quality first.
Yes.
So, quality is a word that's thrown around a lot.
Yeah.
Warranties, guarantees are thrown around a lot. And I think our consumer, like you, your parents, they expect quality. It's sort of a given. They don't even ask.
Yeah.
So what we did is we supercharged our guarantee. So we give a 10-year warranty on our luggage.
Wow, that's long.
But we also thought, it doesn't really, what does it mean? Because it's a word used so often.
Yes.
So the key for us is the backup service and the ability to repair and have spare parts.
Amazing.
So the difference with Selene, we are repairing suitcases that are 30, 40 years old.
Wow.
Every day. And the reason we do that is because we have the spare parts, even of ranges that we've discontinued.
Yeah.
So most brands, or a lot of brands, will discontinue the spare part when the range is discontinued.
Yeah.
We don't do it. And I think that's why people love us. Like if you would walk through our repair department with our incredible team there, you'll see cases from the 90s.
I love
from
that.
the late 80s. It's just an
Yes.
amazing thing. So I think for us, that is one of the key features
I love
that most
that.
other brands don't do.
100%. And of course, the beauty of these incredible suitcases. I mean, I'm just like, I have my Selene at home, but I want this one and this one as well.
Please, buy more.
I think that's exactly it. But this is so incredible. Well done to you and the team, Alistair. I think you guys are doing such an incredible job. And thank you also for coming and spoiling our viewers with a little bit of competition.
Pleasure.
It's amazing to have you here with us, and we can't wait for you to come back and tell us more.
Okay, can't wait.
Amazing.
See you next week.
100%. As you can hear, Selene is going to be in the building, making sure, my friend, that you have got exactly what you need when it comes to the perfect luggage for you. But wait, there's more. I told you that our viewers are being spoiled. And yes, I'm talking about you. And my friend, if you're ready to travel in style and make sure that you have the best of the best that's also safe, just as beautiful as it is, then my friend, Selene wants to give you the chance to actually win a Monte Carlo His and Hers collection, a complete luggage set valued at 20,000 Rand. And of course, in the color of your choice. And my friend, here's how to enter.
Adventure awaits, and Selene is ready to take you there. You stand the chance to win an incredible Selene Monte Carlo luggage set for you and your partner in the color of your choice, valued at 20,000 Rand. To enter, follow @Selene Luggage on Facebook and Instagram. Reply to the weekly competition post on Expresso socials and use the hashtag Selene Luggage. Travel safe, travel elegant, travel smart, travel Selene.
All right, sometimes you need to travel to go to taste these amazing things where they actually come from, or you can just do it in your own kitchen. And it is, in case you haven't heard, Guacamole Day. Best day ever. It calls for a little fun in the kitchen, and we are celebrating with avocados in all their creamy glory. An absolute fan favorite, loved for their versatility, their feel-good nutrients. Avos make the perfect base for dips that bring people together. Summer is here, so we need to provide, and we're giving you not one, but two guacamole twists. One rich and savory with biltong, the better one, mine, and the other a vibrant, chunky rainbow guac served in an avo boat for an extra pop of color and crunch. Will the novelty make it better than mine? I don't think so.
The proof is in the avo. We'll have to find out. Proof is in the guacamole.
I could make a pudding with avo.
You could.
I could. We have made chocolate mousse with avo.
I've seen this before.
So talk me through your gorgeous array of ingredients and your really cool little...
How awesome is that? Mine is going to take me at least 2.5 seconds to make.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a rainbow.
I'm actually going to time you.
Don't time me. It's got cucumber, peppers, corn. Delicious.
Perfect kind of a Mexican vibe there with the introduction of the corn. And how? Talk me through your little boats there. How cute
So
is
you
that?
you have to have this specific kind of avocado,
Okay,
though. I
nice.
forget the name. Is it Haas?
Haas, yeah,
Haas. And then you have to put the avo inside it.
I think
Take it out and then put it back, you know?
That's like restaurant quality when
I
you do stuff like that. I like that for
What's
you.
going on your side? I'm seeing biltong, Graham.
Biltong, avocado, they work perfectly. In
Right.
fact, we often underserve biltong in terms of its kind of place in the kitchen. We see it as an afters, as a pre, as a snack. When you introduce it into meals, especially fresh stuff, it works. When you want to bring in a bit
I'm
of protein,
very curious about
it's
this.
fatty, it's got all the right kind of meats, and it's been cured beautifully to taste amazing.
Okay.
So lean on that. So I've got avo, I've got, as I was remarking earlier, perfect partner again, our red onion.
That cuts through the fat too.
Yes, very much so. And it's also a
Beautiful.
little bit sweet and the mouthfeel great. Then we've got some tomato, garlic, salt and pepper, and then the ultimate avo hack. Both of us are introducing lemon juice. Why? Because our guacamole is going to stand for a while.
That's true.
It oxidizes, I think that's the term, very quickly, or it turns brown, basically, whatever that term is. A bit of acid helps that. That's why vinegar and lemon juice work so well
They're
with
so
it.
good. I've also heard a hack is you keep the seed or the pip and you
In
put
it.
it in it.
Yes,
And then it also avoids
I've
that.
heard that as well.
All right,
I've
let's
heard
get
many
into the
hacks, not all have
rainbow.
worked with avos, but I'm glad we are out there trying to protect
We're
our
trying.
avocados, okay, because they are worthy of that.
But brown or not, they still taste as good.
Oh, 100%, yeah. But we are, I'm going to say, blessed to have some of the best avos in the world
Yeah.
come to us, from us. And normally we export. For so long, we used to export the best of our food, and now we get it.
We get to enjoy. I
on our
actually got to go to
shelves.
George to see the avo farms up that side, which was shocking because it's like, we can make avos in George? Yes, you can. I had pickled avo, which was a new thing for me, but it was really delicious.
Pickled avo?
Pickled avo.
Wow.
So also in that like vinegary brine, and you
Yeah.
just smash some on toast. It's absolutely amazing.
Avo and chocolate work really well, dark
Oh,
chocolate. I've
that's
said this
interesting.
before. Woody Harcourt Coos reintroduced cacao and chocolate farming to the world, I think. I did a food show with him, and every morning he would cook me breakfast, which would be some sourdough toast, a little bit of avo butter, which was his kind of smashed avo, a soft fried egg with runny yolk, dark chocolate cravings,
You
and
lost
bird's
me
eye
there.
chili flakes
You
together.
lost me.
Boom.
How would they put the
Next
chocolate on?
level. Just grate it. Absolutely amazing.
Oh.
Absolutely amazing. I'm going to keep mine a little bit chunky because I do like to have a bit of a rustic chunk with mine. I don't.
Yeah.
I find
Mine
if
is
it's
super
too-
chunky.
Oh, no, that looks beautiful. And how's that color?
It's good, hey?
Can I just say how beautifully are these vegetables chopped?
Nice.
See, every now and then, we lie about doing all of the prep work ourselves, and then our kitchen team, I don't know if Orcs did this or Tip, but they're just amazing. They are so good at what they do. Wow.
Okay, so biltong in, along with all the flavor of the onion and the tomato.
There we go. Our lemon juice.
And the lemon.
Da-da-da.
I'm really excited to taste your one.
I know, me too, man, because I did establish it's the better one.
You
this morning.
did. And now it's got to live up to the hype.
No, I think these kind of, they sit in their own lane. I'm going to
do.
hand this over to you to do the final little
I was supposed to.
dollop. You're going to do the dishing up.
I will do the dishing up.
Because you have proven that you are far more creative than I am. But I know I kind of lay it on thick here, but we are blessed to have the best avocados in the world on our doorstep, and then we give it to the rest of the world. Avos are available almost all year round in South Africa now, and that's by design. And from the smooth green skin varieties in winter to the rich, nutty, dark skin types in spring and summer, ideal for these kind of dips. Naturally packed with monounsaturated fats, avos keep you fuller for longer. They support healthy brains. They help balance hormones as well, and they give our skin a healthy glow. They're a wonder food, free from cholesterol and sodium. Avos offer fiber. They offer vitamin K, folate, biotin, making them a versatile nutritional boost. Most importantly, that tastes absolutely
Amazing.
beautiful. Oh, and you did it in true Carissa style. I like
A
it.
little bit everywhere for
Yeah, but
everyone.
you don't hold back. And it's my hope in life that you will never hold back or let anyone kowtow you in that way.
Amen.
Can we have a little taste there?
Do you want to taste the finished product? I kind of want to
don't
taste
mind.
ours.
I want to taste ours, but
I'm
we
gonna
need a
bring you
chip.
some
Hey, we
chips,
need a vehicle. Or you're just going to pick the boat up and just do it.
Don't pick the boat up.
Okay, I'm going to grab me some of my
Ooh.
superior dip right here. You can even call this the superior dip. Oh.
Well, mine's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Like a 10 out of 10 good.
Okay.
All right,
You can
let
swap
me
them
try
around.
your
I'll
one.
do a little dive into yours. That is really, really good. So whether you keep it classic, and that's perfectly fine, or you go bold with color, crunch, and a whole lot of flavor, guacamole proves that avos are the life of the party. So please, this guacamole day, take it seriously, whip up your favorite twist, and share the joy, because any day is better when you #add an avo. And for more recipes inspiration, stuff that's going to make your mouth water as much as mine is watering right now, you can visit avocado.co.za and you can follow at I Love Avo SA online.
Wow.
Good, eh?
Wow. The garlic in there?
Superior, I did say. Okay, this looks lovely. We'll see you on the other side. You'll probably still hear us crunching in the ad break. We'll see you
One
now.
more. Yum.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Right about now, you need to make sure you do not go anywhere right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Why? Well, my friend, we have got absolute superstars in the building. I am talking about Abba, who bring the vibes. Everyone, we are here to celebrate the remix of Mabebuza, the absolutely incredible hit that actually came out in 2022 by Maline Ora. And this time around, she's brought along Umdu, aka TRP. And we're here to find out a whole lot more about them and celebrate it. Everyone, let's give them a feel good welcome. Sanbonani.
So warm.
Ni right, guys. Hi, guys. Energy. Hi, bo. We are celebrating a remix here. Hi, bo.
We are so feeling.
I'm good, thank you, my lovelies. Malina, I'm gonna start with you, babe, because of course you are the queen that hails from a KZN.
Yes.
Tell us more when we talk about you and growing up in Pangeni. You know, how exactly did it just inform the queen that you are today, and even the artist that you are namhlanje?
So, just to correct you there, I was born in Pangeni, but I'm Kulelanga. I lived in Samngane, like as a baby.
Yes.
And then I grew up in a small town called Potchefstroom.
Yes.
Yeah, South Coast. Mekasi, Bizonge Kamalake. So yeah, I'm a Kasi girl, grew up there, but like, Kula is cheese, guys. I don't know.
You were the cheese girl, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, the Oreo, guys.
Yes. I used to hate it. I still hate it, but like,
yes.
yeah. So yeah, the music thing for me came about. It started at church, you know. I didn't see myself as an artist.
Yeah.
But I used to sing, yabo. And I am the only one doing this. So I don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Maybe an ancestor. Yabo. Yeah, but yeah.
Somewhere in between. It's in the bloodline, man. It's in the
Yes.
blood, this thing. And especially when you have a gift such as yours, you definitely know that it is a gift from above.
No, I've really now started to understand that it's actually a gift. Like
I love that.
I'm connecting with this gift so much now. And yeah, it's amazing. It
That's
feels good.
beautiful. That's beautiful. And I mean, you're a legend. You're someone who began producing music in 2015, my brother, and now you're just continuing to kill it. Talk to us about what the musical scene was like back then, particularly at Deep Kloof Soweto at the time. Noma yini.
That is Joyo with panda like
Yes.
Yo. Yeah, it was tough, man. Yeah.
What made it so tough?
Everything. Like
Yeah.
Equipment, knowledge.
Yeah. And were you self-taught?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it was trial and error for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's incredible. Well done, guys. That's a big thing to do for yourself. And babe, another big thing to do, though, is joining an entire record label, Mayoni Productions. Talk to us, when you describe the journey of just getting signed with the label and how they've supported you in terms of your development as an artist. What comes to mind?
Man, this question makes me even think about like how I even got signed. Like, so Mayoni is Zex Bantwini's label, ne? I appreciate that Khutman so much.
Yes.
He grooms well. Like,
yeah.
He loves talent. So when he recognized me and saw talent in me, I was so humbled. I was like, what?
An entire Zex Bantwini? Yeah. Yes, you babe. Yes.
And the team is absolutely amazing. I don't know what to say, but like it's an amazing team, and they love their artists well enough to groom them in a way Uguti. They just let you do, like, let your vision grow within,
They let you do you.
That's how the remix happened.
That's beautiful. I love that. And even being able to revisit something like that is always so special, I'd say. But you're credited for inventing the signature log drum.
I was doing it.
Yeah, when you invented that beautiful sound, did you know that it was going to be such a big part of the Amapiano and take off the way it did?
I don't think so, eh? Mara, agi inventor niki like me like sounded different from other people. So it's like give creative action. Even now. Why you right? Something else.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it definitely is something else, and that's why now we need to get into it, guys. Boza Yama Boza, speak to us. When we talk about Mawebuza remix, how did it come about? How did you get all of these people, Les Umdu, right here, Atmos Black, all of these people, how did you get them together, and what was the vision behind it?
So, I believe that the original song was just slipped on it. I really loved Mawebuza, and I feel like, I wanted to just bring it back here, in a way. So I literally chose my favorite people in the industry, and I specifically wanted people like to represent the genre.
Beautiful.
So if you would look at the remix pack, it's different genres and it's different fields.
Come on. And I'm so excited that we're getting a little bit of a taste today. Right. We appreciate you guys. Well done and congratulations on the remix pack, my lovely. And Zanzi, your time to shine. Bayabulela. We are the ones who are going to be thanking them, because they are going to be, in fact, performing just for you right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. So you got to make sure you do not go anywhere. There's another thing to look forward to. But for now, Cape TZ, Fo Sheezy, are you still good?
Oh, Joe
We are
Sizzle
here.
Van Nizzle, we are here and definitely ready for the goodness of that entertainment to come our way soon. But for now, let's see what is sizzling on the ground internationally and nationally when it comes to your entertainment news. We're going to buckle up with some really good headlines. And listen, we're going to start with a story
All right.
right here at home.
Wow.
It's a really exciting one.
Okay, I'm going to be happy. You're not going to make me cry
No, it's a
today.
great
I haven't
story.
cried once today. Can we stay on
we'll
that
see
trend?
where it goes, but
gosh,
we're going to
okay.
start maybe with happy tears.
Okay.
It was a stirring celebration, a really exciting one this Heritage Month, and we had two greats coming together. The internationally acclaimed Ndlovu Youth Choir, they joined forces with the high school, Rustenburg High School out in Cape Town, to deliver a
brilliant.
performance that really, as you can imagine, captured the heart of the entire country. Now, it was a collaboration, of course, between the two of them on their choir's heritage tour, and it actually happened on the school grounds, as you can see over there right now. The choir members joined together with the students, and it was just song, dance, utilation, and of course the video is doing so well online right now, and I'm sure many people are crying happy tears. I mean, look at that.
I was trying to explain to someone the spaces that represent the country that we are and where we are going, and how you can find a snapshot of that everywhere.
Right.
This is what people need to feel and see, and I mean this because this is a fast forward. You can go from singing at your school to an international, global
It's true.
stage. That's what the Ndlovu Youth Choir have shown every child in South Africa. If you've got the talent, there is a way.
So possible.
That's amazing. I know we got some Rustenburg old girls
I'm sure we
in the
do.
house, so congrats as well.
Represent.
Very
and also
well
just
represented.
a beautiful coming together of communities, of people from diverse and different backgrounds, and reminding us we really are more similar than we are different.
Completely.
Ah, what a beautiful celebration.
But no pressure. Hey, imagine the Ndlovu Youth Choir rocking up at your house, and now you must sing and dance with the best singers and dancers in the world.
I
Okay.
love that. Okay, here's a story that's going to get you giggling a little bit. So if you throw your mind back to yesterday, Graham and
Okay.
I were trying our hand at Afrikaans, and we weren't too bad at it. But then when I went online, I thought, okay, I feel a little bit better about this because British singer Seal also tried his hand at Afrikaans. It was quite a surprising moment. He was talking to a South African individual, and then he greeted him really interesting. He said, "Yeah, bro, how's it, man?" And John de Jager was like, "Huh? Excuse me? What is happening?" And it was beautiful to see our Kiss from the Rose hero just basically really embracing the culture of South Africa.
see
So
it? Can I
yes,
see it,
please,
please?
let's have a look.
I'm with a very special man here today, and he knows some Afrikaans.
Yabu, how's it, man?
I said he's a big South African fan. It's awesome to be with you, man. Well done what you guys are doing.
Thank you so much. It's a privilege and it's an honor to be here.
Awesome. They're doing some amazing. They're doing some amazing work with the Person First campaign. Awesome.
That's great.
I love to see da 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 da.
I know, like every movie ever has just come back. Well, that was a Batman,
It was
I'm
a
sure. It was
Batman
a
theme
Batman movie with
song.
Michael Keaton.
How sweet
I
is
promise
that?
you, not all of us have the South African accent until you hear yourself in a voice message. Then you understand. That is just too cool, man.
Isn't
Very
it cool? It makes me love Seal even more. Okay, let's move on to another story. Going internationally, Jessica Chastain, all about her recently
she's
opening
amazing.
about her incredible experience studying at Harvard's Kennedy School of Government. Now, currently, she is pursuing a master's in public administration, and she also says it's really reshaped how she views conflict and communication. And she's very good at communication because
Yeah.
we've seen her in so many incredible roles. Not only is she stunning, she is a fantastic actor. And she said in her negotiation class in particular, it helped her kind of see how starting from shared values can actually bridge divides, which all of us can take a note from that.
How often are you seeing an American actor forced into that role because something is happening somewhere in the world and they've got this massive platform? So I think they are being asked to be mediators and
Yes.
social commentators in ways that they never have, or maybe they have, but there's an uptake that looks different. Well done, Jessica.
So beautiful. Well done to her. Now, earlier on this month, of course, we celebrated her because she received her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I mean, it's about time. And in a speech, she thanked her children for just inspiring her to keep learning and wondering. I think it's important to remain just a student of life at every corner. Make sure that you're
Completely.
constantly embracing change and growth.
And we've seen this within, maybe the streaming space has allowed this to happen, but we talk about the green tax in every other industry, and it must be just like that on the top tier within film as well.
Yeah.
If you look at the Ellen Barkins, the the stars. There's the Australian actress Nicole Kidman,
yeah.
who are creating these powerhouse kind of nexus of female-driven content creation. They've got a voice in the industry that is far bigger than it ever used to be, and it's because of this.
Beautiful.
There are layers of growth and development underneath what you see on the screen. That's awesome. Well done, Jessica.
I love it, and hopefully we'll see her using her voice for good going forward, or continuing to do so. But you did mention an Australian legend. Here's another one, Liam Hemsworth. He's officially engaged to longtime girlfriend Gabriella Brooks. We saw it all across social media. This milestone marks their nearly 6-year relationship, and they announced it. So it's like quiet beauty. This was the picture they put up, and I thought, oh my goodness, if this is the start, I can't wait to see what the wedding is going to look like. Absolutely gorgeous black and white photos on their Instagram, just reminding us about that timeless classic with that beautiful diamond ring. I mean, my
That must be
goodness.
AI. They're
perfect.
gorgeous.
It's actually almost illegal to
Look
be
at that
perfect.
picture. Is that an advert to sell something? They are selling that watch, those glasses,
know, a
that jacket.
perfume,
The
perhaps.
fragrance has been sold already. They're a beautiful couple, and they do seem like wonderful people as well.
Yeah.
So more power to them.
Yeah, and he just deserves some good times after, you know, the controversy with Miley. And I know she also said something in the midst too. But hey, man, we're celebrating the love, and that's what it's about.
Oh, look, I still love Miley, eh?
Love my. I can buy myself flowers. That's where we wrap your entertainment news for today. Hopefully you learned something new today.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
That's right, it is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I can't believe that 2 hours have already passed. Let's get into that final one with your national news headlines, where KwaZulu-Natal Premier Thamsanqa Ntuli has called for urgent investigations after 2 scholar transport crashes out in Pietermaritzburg's Mbali Township. Now, on Thursday, a minibus taxi smashed into Senzokuhle Creche, killing 5 children aged between 9 to 11 and injuring others. Now, the next day, another scholar transport vehicle crashed on the same road, though all pupils did survive. Ntuli extended condolences, urged shared responsibility for road safety, and also ordered law enforcement to intensify checks. Now, he said decisive action is essential to prevent future tragedies on provincial roads. In other national news, Cosatu says South African women continue to earn significantly less than men, with data showing they make between 23 and 35% less for the same work. Now, President Zingiswa Losi told the Federation's Central Committee that women also carry the unpaid burden of household care without support. Losi also warned that U.S. tariffs on South African exports are threatening up to 100,000 jobs in manufacturing and agriculture, with factories closing and livelihoods collapsing. Now, Cosatu says wage equity and job security remain urgent battles. In your international news-making headlines, the Gambia's Auditor General, Mamadou Cisse, was forcibly removed from office by police after rejecting a government reshuffle that would have made him Trade Minister. Now, President Adama Barrow's move triggered protests, with critics accusing him of undermining anti-corruption oversight. Now, Cisse's staff clashed with officers in scenes broadcast live before he was escorted away. The placement auditor, Cherno Amadou Sow, has yet to take office amid public outcry. Now, Barrow denies wrongdoing, insisting the reshuffle was based on Cisse's qualifications as well as his experience. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Hamas leaders will not be immune from strikes, quote, wherever they are, end quote, after last week's deadly attack in Qatar sparked global outrage. Now, speaking alongside U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Netanyahu confirmed Israel acted alone, while Rubio insisted Washington's Gulf ties remain strong. Now, the strike, condemned even by U.S. President Donald Trump, killed 6 but missed Hamas's leaders. Arab leaders, meeting in solidarity with Qatar, urged the international community to punish Israel for the attack. Let's close off with a feel-good story where the Emmy Awards sparked with milestone moments, from cash awards donated to charities for short speeches to history-making wins and heartfelt thank yous. Now, Noah Weil finally won his first Emmy for The Pit 26 years after his last nomination, with the show taking Outstanding Drama Series. History was also made as 15-year-old Owen Cooper became the youngest ever Emmy winner for his role in Adolescence, the drama about a 13-year-old boy accused of murder, with adolescence dominating the miniseries category. Now, Tremal Tillman etched his name in the record books as the first black actor to win supporting actor in a drama for Severance, while Stephen Colbert's The Late Show trumped despite its sudden cancellation. And then I proved that television still thrives on surprise, resilience, and joy. A nice warm story to close off your news for this Tuesday morning. Let's get into some sports with Gray now.
Thank you so much, my friend. Let's dive in with golf. And Norwegian star Victor Hovland will be making his first South African appearance at the Nedbank Golf Challenge. That's from the 4th to the 7th of December this year at the Gary Player Country Club. So the world number 11 at the moment, the 2023 FedEx Cup champion, owns 11 worldwide titles just to prove his mettle, including this year's Valspar Championship and, of course, part of Europe's historic Ryder Cup victory in Rome, so a force to be reckoned with. Welcome to SA, sir. Now let's get back out onto the track where the records were falling. Armand Mondo Duplantis soared to a new world pole vault record of 6.30 meters in Tokyo last night, thrilling a massive 50,000-strong crowd as he defended his world title. The US-born Swede, who won Olympic gold in the same stadium in 2021 with a similar sort of drama, and that was behind closed doors, if you remember, credited the electric atmosphere this time round for his 14th career world record in a class of his own. Likewise, Canada's Olympic champion Cameron Rogers, she stormed to her second world hammer title with a massive 80.51 meter throw in Tokyo, making her the second longest thrower in history. In fact, the 26-year-old phenom dominated the final with remarkable consistency as well, finishing ahead of China's Zhao Ji and teenage Zhang Jiale. Now we get into footballing news, and JB Vardy's had a tough start at Serie A. His debut ended in frustration as Cremonese were held to their first goalless draw with Verona in nearly 40 years. The 38-year-old came on in the 58th minute but couldn't find that breakthrough. Verona wasting several chances as well, while the draw lifted nearly promoted Cremonese to third on the log, with Verona languishing down in 16th on just 2 points. They're going to need that Vardy magic, and that's where we leave our sport for this Tuesday morning. Let's catch up on the roads.
Thank you so much, Graham. And yes, Mzansi, let's get you through that traffic. Let's start off with the mother city, Somerset West. If you're heading out on the N2 outbound, please be advised heavy congestion just before Victoria Road is what is happening. Delays are expected, so plan ahead and consider alternative routes to avoid the expected delays. Still in the mother city, there's been an accident on the N2 inbound at Horseshoe Bend with the right lane currently closed. Emergency services are on scene, so please approach the affected area with extra caution. Motorists traveling on the M5 South are currently facing slow-moving traffic with congestion building at the N2 inbound ramp. So please do allow for added travel time over there. And of course, we always ask you, please make sure that you arrive alive. That's what we have for your traffic for this morning here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. For now, let's take a look at your weather. This morning, the South African Weather Service has issued a level 4 warning for damaging winds along the coast between Plettenberg Bay and Algoa Bay, with risks including port disruption, hazardous sea navigation, dangerous driving conditions, power outages, as well as runaway fires. Additional alerts include level 2 warnings for damaging winds between Cape Point and Port Alfred and damaging waves from Cape Point to Port Edward. Interior regions face yellow level 1 winds, while extremely high fire danger is expected over the northern and northeastern parts of the country, alongside scorching heat in the low fault of Mpumalanga. That is what we have for you in terms of what the South African Weather Service has to say, but we are always excited about what it is that you have for us with your beautiful sunrise view. And this morning, Nancy, you come out on top, my darling, because you in Umkomas, where it is going to be 24 degrees Celsius, this is so gorgeous. This makes me feel like I lived where you live, Nancy. I've never felt like that about a sunrise view, and I'm so glad that we all get to see this. Thank you so much. It's so stunning, from the clouds to the sun in the background and everything else in between. You did a magnifique job, my love. Right about now, though, let's jump on into what's happening in terms of your temperatures right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Thought the strange temperatures were going to throw you, just sit tight. This one, we're actually struggling to even say the words out loud. Mzansi, please brace yourself, because 133 million rand is sitting in our jackpot for Powerball and Powerball Plus today. 133 million rand. That feels like a record to me. I think we stand to be corrected. That is massive. And it's just a random Tuesday.
That's
you know?
the thing, and it could change your life. That's the great news here, so please don't get left behind. Play Powerball for the guaranteed 70 million, and then you get Powerball Plus for the guaranteed 63 million rand today.
You notice how we're not saying estimated. I think when you start playing in this kind of
Period.
tier, then they are like, okay, this is guaranteed. We've done the maths. We know exactly what's going down. This is massive, guys. So please go and get your tickets in whatever mode works for you. Go in-store with a smile on your face. Go online, nationallottery.co.za. Anytime you want. Mobile app you can use anytime. Cell phone banking, you can do it through your own platform, or you can just pick your phone up and dial *120 *7529# for USSD. See, I don't even have to look at my phone anymore.
You already know the routine. That's what I'm saying. Now, we've posted all these details on our Expresso social media pages, so please go and check them out and play Powerball and Powerball Plus again. 133 million rand in total guaranteed jackpots today for your chance at winning millions on millions on millions.
Just think about that. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
If you're feeling good, then we are feeling good, Mzansi. And oh, honey, I can tell you about something that will make you feel good. It's travel. And we know that travel isn't just about the destination. No, it's about the connections that you make. It's about the journey. But more than anything else, it's about discovering yourself and discovering new spaces. And this is why today we get to sit down and celebrate Tourism Month. That is all about what it is that we get to experience here in South Africa. And particularly in September, we do it on a big level. And this is why we bring in the big guns, okay? The people who know how to do it best. I am talking about none other than Tandiwe Matibela, who is the GM of Global PR, Communications and Stakeholder Relations at South African Tourism. The guys who are guiding us when it comes to tourism in our country. Everyone, let's give her a feel-good welcome, please. Tandiwe, how are you?
I am good, thank you. And thanks so much for that warm welcome.
Of course. So we appreciate the work that you guys do. It's really
Thank you
incredible.
so much. We live in a beautiful country.
Right.
Mhm,
And
yes.
this is why they say no DNA, just RSA.
Exactly.
We can be so proud of the
Exactly.
Republic.
Absolutely.
But Tandiwe, let's jump into celebrating World Tourism Month because I feel like, you know, as the country that is able to offer things like the Big Five and so much more, we are able to celebrate on the biggest level.
Exactly.
So the theme this month is tourism and sustainable transformation. What does that mean for South African tourism particularly?
What it really means is that, you know, we actually empower people that are in and out of the sector. So we make sure that we transform the sector. What we do have, because tourism is actually for the people, and that is what, you know, both from a government and a private sector perspective, we try to do. We do tourism so that South Africans can actually benefit from it. Of course, we welcome visitors to come to South Africa. And, you know, our people are actually at the forefront of the tourism sector. So transformation is actually ensuring that we put people back into the economy. So we've got various campaigns and we've got various initiatives in terms of how we do that. As an example, we've got what we call the Basic Quality Verification Program. What that does is that we, you know, find people that have got properties in townships and smaller dorpies, and we create homestays and we actually train them. We train them financially from a marketing perspective, and we make sure that they actually get up to be able to receive visitors. And that's just only one of the examples of what transformation is. What also we do in terms of transformation is that we make sure that we market youth-owned establishments because that's where the innovation is, right? And that's what it's about.
I love that you trust the future of the country, the
Of
youth.
course.
But then I love that it's also sustainable, the work that you guys are doing.
Exactly, and we really use technology to drive innovation. We recently just had the Tourism Ministers Summit in Mpumalanga, and there we had a thing called hackathon. So actually we gave youth different tasks and challenges within the tourism sector. And they presented back to ministers from across the world, actually. And there were some really innovative ideas, and I think that is at the heart of transformation.
That's incredible. And this is why I say that you guys are guiding us when we talk about tourism. But of course, we know that, you know, there's national tourism priorities that always need to align with certain aspects of tourism in the country and beyond. So can you talk to us how exactly our own priorities align with the priorities of that of the world when we talk about the theme of this year?
The biggest thing from a national priorities is really around inclusive growth and ensuring that we reduce unemployment as part of the GNU priorities. And then if you then look broader globally, we're looking at a sustainability. It's a big thing. Sustainability is not only just about, you know, being green and practicing responsible tourism. It's actually about ensuring that the livelihoods and that tourism actually continues and it grows sustainably over time. And that is why in the work that we do as South African tourism, then we do very insights-driven marketing work so that we ensure that we grow the numbers of people coming to South Africa. Like I said at the beginning, it's really about ensuring that, you know, the tourism sector contributes to the economy. Equally in the world, you know, there are big, big ambitions in terms of growing the sector. COVID scared all of us, and then after COVID, we came back stronger and more resilient, really.
Beautiful. And we really have come back so much stronger.
Exactly.
It's incredible just to see the growth of tourism in our country. But we also know that it's actually like initiatives that of the Sandparks Free Access Week, and even just getting to understand how exactly tourism ensures that these specific initiatives are almost translating in terms of long-term opportunities for people. Can you talk to us a little bit more about that in terms of how even those who might not have access are able to really take part in this beautiful initiative?
So our insights tell us that South Africans would love to travel, but there are two things that are really challenged for them. One is a matter of affordability, right? And the other one is just access. So the Sandparks Free Access Week is really just ensuring that, you know, of all the 21 national parks, people can get free entrance into the park, not necessarily around the accommodation establishments. But what it then does is that it exposes people to nature, ecotourism, and then they can actually invite their friends and family, and then it becomes a culture and a connection, and therefore providing access. In terms of affordability, the Short Left Travel Week, which is actually currently on, so www.shortleft.co.za is where people need to go to exercise our discounts up to 50%, because what that does is that, you know, we've worked with the entire industry across all 9 provinces to ensure that we find deals for South Africans to be able to actually also afford travel. And that is how we're growing tourism. And I think that is what sustainability is about. It's really about inculcating that culture for people to travel and continue to then do so for their families and friends. And so it goes.
Beautiful. I love that. We love inclusivity. We love being able to know that even though we find ourselves in a country where unfortunately not everyone has access, there is a way that is being made. So that's beautiful, Tandiwe.
And it's a big commitment from our government as well as the private sector. We have to make sure that we don't also only just, promote the bigger provinces, but that we also promote the smaller provinces. I just traveled through Mpumalanga last week. I drove about 2 hours and I was like in awe of the beauty of our country. And we've got quality roads and it's really, really stunning. And there's so many other provinces that I think we as South Africans need to explore, but also we need to invite international travelers to explore.
Come on. And I always say driving through Mpumalanga, it feels like you're in a movie.
Exactly.
It's so stunning.
I got the exact same feeling. I was just like, I could shoot a movie here.
I'm in a film, son, and I'm the main character.
That's what you also got out of it.
Right. I think it just speaks to the beauty and just the cinematic views, if you will. But Tandiwe, congratulations to you and the team. I think already, your work speaks for itself in terms of how well you guys are doing. But like I said, you're leading us in such an incredible direction. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you. And all South Africans, just go www.shortleft.co.za, exercise big deals. You can book now and you can travel later.
I love that. A woman with a plan. Happy World Tourism Month. And well done again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh, Mzansi, do you hear? My friend, there is access that is being made for those of us who aren't able to 100% travel when we can, anytime. But there's different initiatives that we are seeing our tourism family get into to make sure that there is access, that it is inclusive, but more than anything else, that it is something that truly celebrates our heritage. Right about now, I want to jump back to Cape TZ Shizi because, my friends, it should be illegal how beautiful you look this morning, hey?
I know.
I love that.
Every day, my friend, every day. What a blessing I have in my life.
Oh,
no, I wasn't talking about you.
It's because you're in South Africa.
Yeah, no, I wasn't really not talking about you. No, I am talking about her. I'm talking about everything that makes this country amazing. And often you've just got to kind of get out of your own way and get out there and explore.
It's true.
Come
oh my
on.
gosh, every great South African road trip comes with a soundtrack.
Okay.
Period. We know this, we love it. And also it has to be a song that everybody, if you don't know the lyrics, you must at least be able to hum or sing along to in the car. Must be enjoyable for everybody. That is the responsibility of the DJ.
Okay, I like that. So we're going to have a little bit of fun this morning. We are going to play Guess That Road Trip Song. One of us is going to hum a classic anthem, and then we're going to see if we can guess what that is. Okay? You're going to hum away first.
I'm going to hum first.
Okay. I better stop preparing what I need
Do
to
I hum the verse or the chorus? Okay, let me hum.
I probably won't know either. So
You know
I'm
it,
like
you
that.
know it.
No,
Okay.
I definitely
Here we
will.
go.
I have a feeling. Okay. Special. We can special. Very good. Very,
Don't
very
come
good.
around.
But you tread lightly when you tread in
that
Brenda's
space,
footsteps.
please,
I
my
get it.
brr,
Okay. Even some of the best musicians don't tread in those spaces. Okay. So I get that. Okay.
My turn.
I love you, the band that actually sing the song. Please don't judge me too
Okay,
harshly.
so now I know it's a band. Ah, do 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 do. Hey, freshly ground.
Doobie
Freshly
doo.
ground.
It's very difficult to make a doobie sound without making the doobie sound because it's a sound.
But you did very well.
Thank you.
Well
I love
done.
that. I enjoyed
Okay,
that.
here's another one. Oh, Lord. Okay. Save me, Graham.
And then the beat drops. When I feel like, I know it. I was just thinking in the wrong language. You should have told me
I couldn't
to
give him
think
a
in
clue.
yesterday's. I think you could have.
couldn't.
Captain, Spani, Sailor.
That's right. Captain, say us, Maynard.
Kurt Darren, I love you, guy. I
What a
absolutely love
song.
Kurt Darren.
Across
I
all
like that.
colours, creeds, religions, everybody loves that song in South Africa. Do you want another one?
Okay.
Okay.
Go for it.
Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Dude. Is that in Karakata? Because you don't understand. I've been to a wedding this weekend, so I've heard that song about 9 times, okay?
It's the other one.
It is. I want to get Spotify out and see if Spotify can Shazam it.
What's the answer?
I don't know. What is it?
Sister Bettina.
Oh, my word, I heard that 5 times as well.
I know, that's I'm like, how do you get it?
The funny thing is, I was thinking if I'm going to hum a song, that's probably what I'm going to hum, but I couldn't in my little brain figure out a way of
I didn't know the
humming
melody.
it.
I just know the beat, not the melody. You know what? That's our unofficial national anthem for you. And it is all about those road trip memories. It's not just about the destinations, although those are fantastic. It's the music and the laughter and the people that make it unforgettable.
And the tears. And Shell wants this for you. They want you to feel your next and fuel your next adventure with the ultimate South African road trip experience. It is the best way to see your beautiful country. So all you got to do, go and spend 750 Rand or more. Just tap or scan your V Plus rewards card 3 times this month. Only 3, and then you could win one of those 5. As we said, once in a lifetime road trip and track experiences for 2.
Well done.
Anyone have a tissue? We're going to find some tissues. We'll see now.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you so much for spending this beautiful morning along with us. And we have to say that we are continuing the celebration right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. As we do, Rosh Hashanah has happened, and we, of course, need to celebrate it in the best way. It's the Jewish New Year, and we brought in an incredible guest to talk us through every single detail of it. Rebecca is with us today, Rebecca Scher, that is, just to take us through the sweet beginnings and renewal of all to do with, of course, that Jewish holiday. Also, the owner of a best global jewelry accessories brand. Love her stuff, love it a bit. So let's see how she does in the kitchen. Welcome. And, you know, we're celebrating a very special holiday today. How do I say? Kind of like Merry Christmas, but for Rosh Hashanah.
You say Shana Tova.
Shana Tova. I love that. Shana Tova. Rebecca, where do we even begin here? So you're cutting up some apples.
Cutting up some apples, and we're going to begin making my mom's famous apple cake over here.
Okay, I absolutely love this. So you can join me on this side. And I have to know, do you and your family have any special traditions that you participate in?
Rosh Hashanah is one of my favorite Jewish holidays because of all the traditions. There's a lot of rituals and beautiful symbolism around the foods that we eat. Apples, something that many people would know is a big part of it.
Yeah.
And that's why we've made an apple cake. It's something that my family has made for years and years. and any opportunity to eat it, we try to save it around Rosh Hashanah.
Of course, to make it special.
To make it special, but it's one of my favorite cakes.
Ah, and this is from your mom's hand, so you know it's going to be good. When something is made with love from mama, you know it's going to be fantastic as well. So talk us through what we've got going so far.
So we're going to sift the spices. In here is a butter and sugar that's been beaten to light and fluffy.
Right.
We're going to add the spices and sift them through into here.
Lovely.
With the flour. We've got
so what sort of spices are we working with?
We've got some delicious nutmeg.
Ooh, so warming spices.
Warm spices. We've got some cloves.
Lovely.
There's some baking powder.
Oh my gosh, already this sounds fantastic.
Some cinnamon.
Yum. Expresso fam, as Rebecca is doing this, remember that on your screen is a QR code, so please go ahead and scan it so you can cook along with us. And the last little bit is?
Some ginger.
Ginger. Apple, ginger, cinnamon, and of course some salt. You cannot bake without the addition of some salt. So you said your mom has been baking this for a while. I've heard 20 years.
My mom is actually a professional chef. And I can't actually be in the kitchen without thinking of her and being inspired by her. So this is a recipe that she's made forever, and that so many people always say, like, can we have that apple cake recipe? So this is that very recipe.
And I love that she's not a gatekeeper. She's like,
no,
yeah,
she loves to share.
Let me share the recipe with you.
And she'll be happy to share like every step of the detail.
Oh, wow. So once we have all our dry ingredients,
we're going to mix this together actually first.
Yeah.
So we're going to fold this in. You have to be careful not to overmix, because if you overmix, you'll have a dense cake. That's always the key.
Right. So how do you know if you've overmixed it? You just have to keep an eye?
Yeah, just gently fold them in. I think for all cakes, actually, not even just this cake, when you overmix the flour, you can lose the air when you bake it.
You want a fluffy, moist cake.
Exactly.
That's the point.
And the mixture may look a little bit thick when you're making it, but remember you've got the raisins with apple juice over here and carrots, which bring a lot of moisture, which keeps it really moist and delicious when it's done.
Rebecca, you know what this is giving to me? It's giving a salad. And therefore it's healthy. And therefore, yes, we will eat it maybe even more than just around Rosh Hashanah.
Absolutely. Just actually make it every day. Why
every
not?
day. You said raisins and carrots. Yes, please. So is there significance in any of these ingredients? Let me hold this for you.
Pour this in. Yeah, so the apples, I mean, the one thing that it's symbolic of Rosh Hashanah. There's so many things, but the one thing is an apple. And when before you engage in your Rosh Hashanah feast, you dip apples in honey and you say something called Shana Tova U'Metuka, which means to wish you a happy new year and a sweet new year.
Oh, beautiful.
So that's where the apples come in, and I think it's beautiful to start with apples and then end in apples with your dessert.
I love that. Yeah. Okay. So we've added some raisins soaked in apple juice, did you say?
Apple juice, that's correct.
Is that just to plump them up or for flavor?
To add them flavor and also add a little bit more extra moisture to the mixture. That's where the apple juice comes in.
Oh, it is looking
we're going to fold in some pecan nuts, and then the apples over there we'll bring in as well.
Okay, so with the apples, do you slice them, chop them? Does it matter?
Chop them into
cubes are fine?
Cubes are good.
Okay, cool.
I think we can do one more apple and then I think we're good.
Okay, let's get into that. This is nice because the whole family can also get involved in making it together.
And the best part about it is it bakes for an hour, which is a long time, but it gives you time to do all the other
everything
things
else
that's involved in the meal.
One more piece.
Thank you.
Oh, and I can imagine the apple gets nice and soft, and as you bite into the cake,
it is the best. And to finish it off, I always like to either do a dollop of thick cream or ice cream. It really is the most perfect dessert, and it lasts long as well.
So this is what I knew you were going to say this, because in my family, that would not last more than a day.
I mean, for most places it doesn't, so don't worry, it's not only you.
Okay, so then when it comes to the topping, what are we doing on this side?
So this over here is we're going to add honey, it's some icing sugar and some boiling water, and you make a delicious glaze. Ooh. And then you pour it on the top once the cake's done, which is
oh my goodness. And look at the end product. So I've seen a lot of these holidays celebrated in movies that I've watched as well, and lots of candles are definitely lit. Is there significance around that as well?
I mean, with every Jewish holiday, there's candles. Yeah. Candles is actually something that you like to bring in the holiday when it starts.
Yes.
So I mean, definitely candles are involved.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got the honey and we've got the apples. What else do we have? A beautiful tablescape as well.
Beautiful.
Is this similar to what you would do for Rosh Hashanah?
I mean, you try and make it as grand and beautiful as possible. We always try to celebrate these moments and make them beautiful. So definitely. We also have, this is the main dish that I made, which I enjoy to make as a fish. This is a salmon that's cooked low and slow with lots of different citrus. It's really a delicious recipe.
Oh, yeah. So do you have the mains as well as dessert and a starter?
Yes. So,
Okay.
I mean, it really is a feast. You leave
Yes.
feeling quite full all the time.
Full of love and full of good food.
Exactly, all the good things.
Oh,
all
I'm
the good
here for
things.
it. Okay, this is absolutely gorgeous, and thank you for also teaching me personally a bit more
such a
about your
pleasure.
beautiful Jewish holiday.
Thanks for having
And then
me.
in the beginning of your Jewish holiday or your Jewish New Year, do you also set goals, resolutions, intentions?
Yeah, I think that's what's so beautiful about it is every little element. I mean, when you have the apples that have have meaning, you actually, and where the fish comes in, you actually have, it's quite strange to some, but a fish head on the table.
Yum.
Fish is symbolism of it comes from saying you want to be a head and not a tail. So, and you actually say a blessing over it. So you want to lead into the new year, not be passive, and set your goals. So definitely an element, and that's where the fish comes in.
Yeah.
So a lot of setting goals and intentions and blessings for the year ahead.
And everything has symbolism as well. Oh, I'm here for it. Rebecca, she's not only an incredible jewelry designer, but also a chef. We've now established this. Absolutely beautiful, and shout out to your mum for sharing this beautiful recipe.
Thank her for sure.
Oh man, we'll get into tasting in just a bit, but we definitely know from a fresh and vibrant salmon salad to a spiced apple cake straight from Rebecca's mom's hands. It's just steeped in tradition, and she's shown us that food is always at the heart of bringing people together in celebration. We know this well, so find the recipe on expressoshow.com and shop all your culinary needs at Woolworths, available in-store, online, and of course on the app. This cake's not at Woolworths, though it should be.
It really should be.
We'll make it happen.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
This is exactly where you need to be every single morning, all in the name of making sure that you're smiling going into your day. Right about now, I am so excited for us to celebrate a brand new podcast that has come to the forefront, my friend. I'm talking about the fact that we indeed get to know a little bit more about the Western Cape, but in the most beautiful way. It's called Green Noise, and the person who's the host of this podcast is actually just dressed just like his podcast. But on top of that, it is because the Western Cape government has said that they truly believe that people need to understand more about what it is the Western Cape has to offer, on top of just the beauty, but more incredibly, the nature. So everyone, let's give him a feel-good welcome. I am talking about none other than the new podcast host of Green Noise. It is Dan Corder. Dan, something new to your resume, hey? a very lengthy one.
I can't keep track, but I just want to say for everybody watching at home, and yes, I will break the fourth wall and look directly into camera for this.
Yes.
Zanele Potolo is one of the most talented TV hosts in the country. Turn off her microphone. One of the most talented TV hosts in the country, former radio colleague of mine, and I literally said I'll only go on Expresso if she's hosting. And to prove that, that intro she just did, no auto cue.
Oh my
nothing.
word.
It came from the cranium. I'm so lucky to be here, and she's going to make me look good for the next 3 to 6 minutes.
Dan, I am so lucky to have you. What do you even mean? And of course, this is because you are literally a freaking leader in this broadcast nation, but also more than anything else, I think that you are somebody that has done so incredibly well in the podcast space, which is why we're here celebrating you. Thank you, Dan. But it is about you.
Okay.
Let's make some noise about you and all the greenery, okay?
Okay, so let me tell you about Green Noise.
Yes,
so yes, it is
please.
another show. I think I'm doing about 11-5 shows
It's
at
true.
the moment. but
500 million listening properly. Yes.
But I love Green Noise. So Cape Nature is the Biodiversity Conservation Authority of the Western Cape. That's big English, for it's their job to make sure that we preserve and celebrate and give access to our incredible world-famous biodiversity.
Yes.
Our Fynbos biome and the rest in different places across the Cape.
Yeah.
And so what Cape Nature has done so well is called ecotourism. It is World Tourism Month, and Cape Nature has worked unbelievably hard to create tourism where people can come in and enjoy the incredible nature that we're blessed with in the Western Cape, while having it be sustainable for not only the nature, not only the environment, but the local communities of people who live around that, who are employed and get opportunities to work, preserving the incredible natural kingdom that they live in. And so Green Noise is about that. It's about how do we look after, preserve, celebrate, and develop not just our beautiful natural kingdom in the Western Cape and beyond, but also the people who live in it. Because
Come on.
human beings' relationship with the environment is as important as just the humans or just the environment.
Yeah.
And so Green Noise is all about the incredible people, whether it be the penguin doctor. Did you know that there is a penguin hospital?
There's a penguin doctor.
There's a penguin hospital. There's a penguin ICU.
Sana.
There's a penguin literal clinic.
The
in
penguins
Cape
have
Town.
medical aid.
The penguins do not have medical
Okay.
aid, but there is a clinic, and you can go, and there is like a head of penguin health in the Western Cape, because one of the things that Cape Nature does is it looks after some of the penguin colonies, like at Stony Point. There are incredible people working as tour guides and working as nature conservers and rangers across the Western Cape, on the south coast and in the center of the country. There are so many different kinds of places you can go to. Green Noise, we're in production for the next series.
Dan,
we're going to be shooting it on the top of a mountain.
Listen, I'm actually just like, this is why they chose you for this specific podcast. I'm not even joking, because you literally just took something that, like you said, it was big words, and then you broke it down so beautifully. Because for me, I'm like, sometimes you aren't able to 100% understand when it comes to biodiversity and nature and all of these things. And I love the fact that you also brought in just the relationships between the people and the nature, because we have to be one with nature. You know what I mean? But Dan, I want to even come to you, because I think you just answered one of my questions, where it's like, what is it that really you kind of are really excited about when it comes to this podcast? Because it's so different to everything else that you've done. I think we all came to know you, yes, because you're an incredible radio broadcaster, but on top of that, your views in terms of politics and the way that you just see the world. You know, how does this add to Dan Corder, and why is it so perfect for you?
2 answers. 1, ADHD.
Yes!
I have a lot of interests, and I want to talk about and get involved in all of them.
Yes.
But 2, much more importantly, I was born and raised in Cape Town to a family of people who love nature so much. I've been hiking in the Cedarburg since I was 8. We've been going and traveling to different areas of the Cape and appreciating it. Like, it's a part of my DNA as a human being.
Yes.
And so any opportunity to talk to the incredible people who make these kinds of spaces, and economic opportunities for human beings who live in those spaces and love those spaces and allow those spaces possible, is one that I'm excited about. So I first started working with Cape Nature when I was at Good Up FM ages ago. They've got one of their incredible facilities is called Algeria Base Camp. It's not in North Africa. It's in the Cedarburg. No, I will not be explaining. I do not know why they named it that.
And it's okay. We accept it. Yes.
But I just then the opportunity to talk to incredible people doing very specific, excellent things. I spoke to a somebody works in tourism on the most recent season, about how they take people out on guided tours of the ocean on boats, which is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. And he, by the way, was one of those people who discovered a shipwreck off of Cape Point a bunch of years ago of like an ancient galleon, and discovered all of these ancient kind of like copper blocks that were used in place of gold. Every part of my ADHD brain is getting massaged right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, was there treasure? Like,
no, there was.
Oh my goodness.
There was treasure.
Where is it now?
He didn't tell me.
Okay, Dan, come on, do it for both of us. My goodness.
I
Yes.
will, but like that's what I love, is I get to interview all of these fascinating people, learn from them and celebrate them, and use my very limited gift of the gab that was obviously what I was punished for in school when I talked too much, to now better get across the stories that people have to tell.
Did you just say your limited gift of the gab? Get out of here, please.
I only
One of
speak.
the best broadcasters in the country. Get out of here.
You're just being nice because I complimented
That
you
is
so
not
hard
true,
at the
because
beginning.
you know, some of us didn't get chosen by Cape Nature to host their Green Noise podcast. Thank you very much. And like I said, you know, this just speaks to just how incredible you are at your job. But I also feel like you're a visionary, which is why you've been able to genuinely put out such incredible content and continuously allow people to see South Africa in a different way, even on an international level. So as a visionary, talk to me. How do you see Green Noise really just impacting tourism in South Africa?
So I want, as with everything that you know about too, is I want more South Africans to realize the opportunity that the internet provides and just your phone to be able to get out really powerful, important stories. Podcasting is exploding across South Africa because people realize you can just go on the internet and you can kind of share what it's like to be you, what you know and what you're interested in. And I hope that Cape Nature's example will inspire all other kinds of biodiversity and ecotourism organizations across the country, because tourism is massive in South Africa. And by the way, ecotourism is the best way to protect, preserve and uplift our incredible natural environs.
Amen, honey. My king, you're incredible.
The Queen.
The king? You're so silly. Listen, Dan, genuinely, congratulations on everything that you have just been doing. I think that you are just making such a beautiful footprint in terms of allowing South Africa to grow in so many different ways. And now look, you're even just exploring different spaces, which we love. But a big shout out to you, a big shout out to your team. And don't forget to always settle down, brother. Okay, thank you. We appreciate
Thank you, Zan. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much, Dan. It is Dan Corder, the new host of Green Noise by Cape Nature. It is the podcast you never knew you needed, and it is all about the beauty that the Western Cape has got to offer. I mean, you heard about it. Those penguins, if they are so important that they have a hospital, you need to go and see them, Sana. So thank you very much. That's what you need to know, particularly in World Tourism Month. But make sure you do not go anywhere. For now, it's time to head on over to Cape TZ Fo Shizi. Guys, are you feeling very proud of your province right now?
Feeling very proud of Zan and Dan. I quite like that as a little brand, but I'm now expecting all of the medical aid salesmen to be going to the penguins, trying to organize a little something. I had no idea we had penguin ICU. Bless everyone working in the green spaces of South Africa and propping it up, because I don't think the rest of us serve you enough.
Yeah,
so we are
we'll
here.
definitely have a look at the penguins and beyond, and hopefully put some money in your pocket too. Mzansi, 133 million rand, in fact. That is the total guaranteed Powerball and Powerball Plus jackpot, and it could change your life this Tuesday, I'm just saying. So don't get left behind, all right? Play Powerball, that's the guaranteed 70 million. Then you get Powerball Plus, the guaranteed 63 million rand.
Sure, I didn't listen to you. I was spending that money in my head.
Everything.
I even rolled my eyes at myself doing crazy things with that money. You could get that money, in fact, but you've got to take your chance. Go out there, get your ticket in store when they open online, nationallottery.co.za. You can use their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking setup. You can just dial *120 *7529# and get the USSD. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy, man. And then we posted all of those details on our Expresso social media pages to make it even more easier and accessible. Please go and check them out, and then play Powerball and Powerball Plus for 133 million rand in total guaranteed jackpots. It only happens today, and we want you to win those millions and millions, so please get to playing now.
We'll even play you a nice soundtrack as you count your money. Now, we've got an amazing performance heading your way. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, it's all about feeling good when we've got superstars in the building, which is why I'm Mzansi. Make way. Oh, my goodness. It is Maline Aura who is here with Mdu, a.k.a. TRP. They featured Dragger on Mababuze, the remix. Then, on top of that, we got a double whammy for you. They're going to be performing also Uluembu, which has got Mbalenhle M, as well as Section 5. Everybody, please give it up.
lona ngazi ngiyakutshela ngazi yena ngithanda ngayo kudala vele cimi imali ngijule
everything in this love, my baby. Even now, I saw that I feel another. Get on in trouble and oh mama, yo, you so tired, you're spent oh mama, yo, you so tired, you're spent
Absolutely love that. Thank you, ladies, in Joburg. So nice to see Zanele again.
Yeah.
I have a feeling, though, with when you've got a really good luggage sponsor on board, people be traveling. So hopefully we'll keep her in studio. Thank you to you guys as well at home for being amazing today. We've had great comments. We've had so much fun. It's been beautiful. And, of course, we prepared, ahead of Rosh Hashanah next week, a beautiful feast.
I've learned so much today with regard to that. The deliciousness of the apples and the honey to start
and the
off.
significance of that. There's something quite
even the fish.
cleansing.
Do you remember what you were saying about the head? You are head and not the tail, which also carries across in Christianity. So
yeah, I
that
mean,
is
we are
beautiful.
I'm seeing more connections than differences every day today, and I think the world is pushing back hard right now. Sink into your tradition, sink into your culture, sink into your heritage, but do it in a safe way that leads with love. And I think that's been the biggest message I've learned this week. I just hear those words screaming in my head all the time. Albeit it's very easy in this space because we are surrounded by such amazing people.
All the time.
So, yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Would you like to try the 20-year-old recipe cake?
Dying to
Let's
try it.
go.
I've been staring at it. I like the way the...
A beautifully apple spice cake. Okay, we're going to cut 3 slices. The third one for Miss Zanele out in Joburg. Zanele, thank you for a beautiful show. We just want to wish you a beautiful Tuesday.
My family, thank you so much for a beautiful time. And thank you for the warm welcome back. It's so good to be with you guys again. And I'll see you again on Thursday, my beautiful family. I love you guys.
Love you so much and love you, Expresso family. See you tomorrow.
Have an amazing day. Adios. Wow.
Another feel-good production.